In the shadow of the night, Ankh on the creep, raising up the titans, watch the fallen gods weep. From Baltimore streets to Florida shores, Jehovah, hold and feel the wrath as it roars. No more rules, it's time to break. Killer army rise and make no mistake. All gods must die, hear the echoes cry. From the heavens to the ground, see them fall and die. All gods must die, no more alibis. Odin, Buddha, Allah, they all say goodbye. Zeus, on the throne, but he's losing his life. He's ready for the fight. Open your best run, we here for debate. All the deities trembling, feeling the weight. Step aside, make way for the real. All gods must die. It's a done deal. It's a done deal. Hey. All gods must die. Hear the echoes cry. From the heavens to the ground, see him fall and die. All gods must die, no more hour and die. All gods must die, no more hour. They all say goodbye. All could have gone killer, now time to fly. The world's ours now, hear the last goodbye.
Black African power. What's good? What's happening? A well-organized lie. Defeats a disorganized truth every time. Woo-hoo-wee, man. Y'all already know what it is, man. It's Bobby banging this bitch. Man, what's good, family? Boy. Man, big up to the pseudo killers, man. And strength in numbers. As we push forward in this journey, man, we know how to really get down. Big up to Sister Kaba, man. She keep the bonds that holds together strong. Appreciate you for everything you've done over the last 15, damn near 20 years. They just don't know. The power behind the scene is real. And I just want to give a special shout out because I feel like it's their time to shine. And I'm going to keep shouting that goddamn ass out, man. The goddamn on MBK, man. That's true story, man. Serious work, man. Raw born, man. Serious work, man. Wasn't ready for that shit early in the game. Now's their time to shine. Yo, we ain't in ancient history, right? We right here on this soil. Right here. Right here, yo. We ain't in West Africa. And big up to Sean, man. He do a great job in fighting the pretendians, man. That's a force right there. I done seen Rawborn fight the elbows half to death. I done seen Sean fight him half to death. And I done seen True Story and lay down that serious motherfucking work, yo. You know, if I say it's some serious work, it's some serious fucking work they doing, yo. Trust me when I tell you that, yo. That's the shit I watch. I look at that shit right there. That's what I look at. Because I can source it up. I can look at it. I can follow that shit, man. It's definitely their time to shine. I'm gonna make sure they get their voice out there, yo, so I can sit my ass down. They know what they doing. I done heard all of them do their thing, yo. Now, Sean might not be connected to the MBK. He got his own thing going. Science with Sean. You know, he part of the Mossy. We're going to listen to them gentlemen, man. They've been fighting a serious fight. You got some pseudo killers like Juju on them. They've been on that shit, man. We is not letting another group of African Americans or whatever the hell they want to call themselves, Black Hebrew Israelites, the elbows. We is not allowing another generation, yo, to continue to push them wild ass pseudoisms, yo. That ain't what we doing. That's not happening, man. And all that conversation about an elder, who not an elder, and you disrespect the elders. Do you know what they really mean when they say you disrespect the elder? Let's take Professor James Smalls, because that's the one I can reach out and talk to. If you on his show and he say something wild out of his mouth, yo, you say, well, hold on, that's wrong. And y'all go back and forth, yo, you disrespecting the elder. It's not true. I'm saying he's wrong. And I don't care how long he's been saying it. He's just wrong. Just because you're older don't mean you can't be wrong. That can't be what they meant in Africa. And if it was what they meant in Africa, they lost their damn mind in Africa. I know that ain't what it mean in America because I've seen plenty of communities of all persuasion. No matter how old you are and no matter how young you are, if what you send out your mouth is wild, the community don't take you serious. We seem to be the only community to let the wild ones get a band run their mouth. But let me be a little more clear with that, yo. We do have professional elders that are professional, right? And they're in colleges, and some of them not, man. And they've been having that real information. So let me slow it down a little bit. I'm saying in this space that we created on the internet, claiming to educate people, you got some wild ass elders. Wild. And let me tell you why. You had your people like the John Jacksons, John G. Jackson, the Hubert Harristons, the John Henry Clarks, the Dr. Bens. It's a theme here. I'm naming people that promoted science and scientific literacy and promoted sources. I'm not promoting them because of everything they said was right, because that would not be true. I'm bringing them up because they left a trail like Shikati Diab's. They left a trail in their books of high-level sources. They didn't just make that shit up. They just didn't. And it doesn't mean that they was right about everything. Ivan Van Sertima left a trace of sources in all his work. If I think it to be wrong or not, you can look up the sources and see if it's wrong or not. At no point did those groups of elders right there that I just named, that I felt like was the elders, right? At no point did they tell you not to correct that shit. They never said it. It's y'all pseudos trying to get that wild shit off and trying to promote the things that they got wrong in 2025 that would say any damn thing to get that thing off. So let me tell you what happened, because I'm right there watching. When the last of the ones that was an atheist, because see, it's the atheists that always get that shit to you straight. Always try to give you some science. Always. It's the atheists that seem to do it. And then you had some others that may have not been atheists, right? That promoted science literacy in their work. Okay. Nature Knows No Color Line, Jolie Rogers, got a few sources and stuff. Okay. So I'm not speaking in absolutes. So what I will tell you is, when the last of those elders died, when Dr. Ben, when they buried them, there was another group that was coming behind them that couldn't get that wild shit off. You know, like the Kemetic Spiritual Society or the Asset Society. John Henry Clark and them thought they was crazy. The same way I think they crazy right now. And they couldn't get no shine. They just couldn't. And so they waited their time till the last one died out. And they act like they mess with Dr. Ben, but they really don't. Because I went on the show with 4 elders. It was James Smalls. It was Shemaiah. May the force be with him. He's dead. And it was DC. You know what I'm saying? 3 of them or 4 of them. They was on there. And I said, yo. And they was talking reckless about quote unquote evolution. It's like, whoa. Weren't y'all the ones that say read Dr. Ben's book? Because they quote all the books. Yeah, but I said, but they was teaching science and they was teaching evolution. And they was quiet. They couldn't get that shit off, yo, when John Henry Clark and them was around. Dr. Ben and them, they was roaring like lions. And I'm going to separate Smalls and put it over here because Smalls was really on an African thing. He never was on a scientific literacy thing. And from what I know about Africa, he was pretty much on point about Africa. But when he eased up out of it and played the whole Black Indians and all that, that's when he cannot be considered an elder when it comes to talking about scientific literacy or literacy in anthropology or trying to construct our history in America. He can't be that guy. He's not an elder in that. Keep him in the space when talking about Africa. He does a great job in that. I like that. I can listen to that sometimes. So that next crop of elders, who's the next crop of elders? Bobby Hemmett, Delby Blair, Bobby Hemmett, Delby Blair. I can't even think of that. I cannot even forget. Shemaiah and them. DC. Who else? Phil Good Valentine. Those guys. Those guys was moving y'all from science and evolution because they called it the white man's science. Remember that? They was moving y'all from science and science literacy and anthropology to the make it up as you go. They took you into the New Age spiritual system. They took you into Kemeticism, Orthodox Kemeticism, a Set Society, the shrines this and the shrines that. That's what they moved you to. But they ran into my goddamn ass. Not as old as them, but too old for them to little boy me. They got me about 20 years. I'm 58. They 70. They got me. They just couldn't little boy me, dog. They couldn't little boy what we was doing. They had to respect it. You know why? Because we made them respect us. Because we didn't give them that free pass because they was older. Remember, I'm the first guy that supposedly disrespected the elder. That's who they really talking about. I didn't get on there and cuss no elders out. I didn't. Very cordial. I wasn't raising my voice. When Infant DC talked about the damn mummy was our alien, I just said, yo, he made that shit up. When he talked about the crystals and how the Kemetic culture, I was like, yo, you made that up. That's not disrespectful. That's the truth. I think that the truth is important because if you don't have the truth, amongst your elders, then what do you really have? You need the truth amongst the elders. The young people will respect the older person if they say something is right and they can apply it to their damn lives and move forward. They respect that. But when they respect you because you're an elder and you tell them something wild and they look it up, that's when we lose your respect. If not for the internet, we wouldn't have gotten a chance to correct all the wild shit. The internet, well, how they say it was a gift and a curse, because now the pseudos had super platforms. But those that was pushing scientific literacy had the same goddamn advantage. So that's where we at. I ain't going. I ain't going for none of that foolery. 8 to 80, blind, crippled, crazy. And I mean it. When y'all can no longer source up the shit I'm saying, yo, get my black ass out of there, yo. That's what I'm saying. Don't let me run around saying shit that you can't source up properly. Don't let me give you a source and overcharacterize the source. It does not help you. It does not. That's why we give you a methodology. That's why we give you sources, right? That's why we say start in Wikipedia and end in the scientific journals. Give you something easy read to a hard read. That's why we say, yo, it ain't about what I'm saying. Don't feed into the quote unquote, that's no, bro. I ain't never cared about that shit. I was already that nigga before I jumped on YouTube. So I ain't need this to be that nigga, just for the record. Just for the slow people in the back. I ain't need this to be that nigga. I was a nigga in my own neighborhood. It's that dude. What y'all talking about? This is a safe landing spot for me to get away from all that. That's why I always had healthy groups of men and women, right, that was dedicated to real information around me. And when they get you fucking big-headed and think they better than experts, then we go to war and we figure it out. That's what I'm here for. I'm not here to be out-influenced by nuts. I'm not here to be your friend. You know what I'm saying? Because you sound like you know what you're talking about. I'm not here to watch you play expert and play doctor when you're not. I'm not here to watch you overturn the scientific governing body from fucking YouTube. Not me. I ain't going. Not even a little bit. And I ain't even mad at you if I see you in real life. But when we right here and we doing our thing, the thing we do, this thing ours, yo, I ain't trying to hear that shit. Never. I ain't going. You can't be my friend in that. I'm not your friend when you play an expert and think you've overturned this. No, I'm not your friend in this. In real life, we go to lunch and laugh at that shit. But on here, because I'm here to make sure that people get their information so they don't end up in those new internet cults like the FBA. It's an internet cult, man. And I didn't say it'll make somebody kill themselves. I ain't saying that. I'm saying the very direction of it. Like, for instance, right? When we used to hear Malachi York tell a nigga, yo, I ain't the leader. Because they kill leaders, you know. Nigga, you look like the leader to me. When I hear somebody else say, I said, that's what he said. When I hear somebody just get bad information and then everybody mockingbird bad information, I'm like, oh, so that means nobody's actually checking this shit? That's a recipe for a cult. We're the one charismatic leader is right about everything. Wow. So this is the after show, man. We done had 2 banging shows on SaNeter. Big up the fucking SaNeter TV. He does enable the pseudos, don't he? He's a pseudo-enabler. But he never said that he was in complete promotion of scientific literacy. Never said that. He said his platform was dedicated to letting everybody speak. You know, most of us are pseudos. You know that, right? And most of us are pseudos, right? And then there's things where we may not be pseudo here, but we pseudo there. I'm going to always jump when I hear some noise in the nighttime. I might not want to sleep in a funeral home. See? Most of us don't have scientific literacy because it's hard. Scientific literacy is hard. It forces you to read complicated articles. And the way most of us deflect that shit is to call it the white man thing. That's what it is. It's the white man's science. Or we'll keep using the word science, black root science, and the science this and that and other, and Charles Darwin is a racist. You just, man, y'all got to attack the things that's hard, man. Everybody can't have what I got, because what I got ain't easy. It took me 20 years to put it together, and I'm still putting it together. But what I do know, I'm not trying to hear that shit. Let me drop the link, man. I appreciate everybody in the chat, man. Let me see who in the chat, man. A lot of talking in there, man. I see everybody, man. Appreciate everybody in here, and even the haters. Yo, they say if you ain't got no haters, yo, you ain't trying hard enough, yo. Yeah. Point blank, man. Z-Gold, what's going on with you, man? What it do? What it do, Detroit? I see you. Been eating and been eating, been eating, been eating.
Been eating, guys. The Greenville. The Greenville. Been eating K1S. The Greenville.
Man, y'all can go become a member of the damn channel, man, for a small ass donation every month, man. Go ahead and hit that and get that damn green glow, man. We appreciate AG-1X1YG. I see how y'all doing it, man. Dex 68211. I see you in that joint all day, every day. Lamar Allen, 1779. Akeem. Am I saying it right? Akeem. Funny guy. SHYDI dinners. H7. Y'all wild out. Fresh always. We see you up in here, man. I Smoke Hip Hop Live. Jim G. 8521. In the Flash TV. Yeah. Jabaru 4026. Glad y'all in here, man. I'm dropping that damn link. And we see the spectacular goddamn Juju. We see you. She's been fighting elbows for years. I don't know how you do it. That's just a headache. Be dropping that damn link, man. Get up here. Be cordial, man. We learning here, man. Taking our time, yo. We on everything. Free your mind. Free-minded me. What's good, man? Y'all hit that link, y'all. Y'all already know what it is, man. We doing it right and fashionable. That's how we do it, yo. We keep that shit right, man. Man, so you know we just got off that show. That was show 4. Ankh on SaNeter. Number 4, yo. You know we just did that. That was a great show, though. I enjoyed the show. It was a lot of nonsense. Reckless talking. Crazy, man. Glad me and unbiased Ron. Really call him FBA. Ron Shootout. Glad we got to have that interface back and forth a little bit. That's good for him. He need to see people fight his ideas in real time. Right? Yeah. And then let him keep coming. That's what we need, bro. We need more of that. We definitely need more of that. Let me see. That's the wrong one. So yeah, I dropped that link right there, man, so we can go ahead and get that in. Drop that link, man. Let me get back. Let me put this in here. Let me switch accounts and get that right, man. Get everybody in here so we can get this thing started right. All right, y'all know how we do it, man. Yeah, we're enjoying this, man. Yeah, because it's right now wheelhouse, y'all. And then we got some heavy hitters, man, that really, really love and support African American history, yo. I'm gonna give you the straight dope on it, bro. So this what it is, man. They're not getting past this, yo. And I don't ever want y'all to make the mistake in thinking that we are. Yeah, I'm gonna post a link at the top, yo. Pin the message right there, yo. All right, for y'all, right? But I don't never want y'all to think, yo, that we're taking away your right to self-identify, yo. You can self-identify all you want, yo. It's all good, yo. Yep. Yeah, ain't nothing wrong with self-identifying, yo. You can come up with any name you want, yo. All right. It is, man. Man, you want. Mm-hmm. Let me bring the pseudo killer up here first. What's going on, pseudo killer? Official. Mr. Taker, what's good, brother?
What it do, God killer? Mm-hmm. I tried my best to stay out of this conversation. Mm-hmm. I popped my head up, my name is in the title. Why you want to go do that? Now, if you want to debate unbiased, since you're framing a conversation you were having with Ankh, a casual conversation as a debate, we can do that, because the non sequitur nonsense you were interjecting and moving the goalpost when you were getting your head smashed in was complete nonsense. You're talking to two scientifically literate gentlemen and you're interjecting Pan-Africanism, and these two things are apples and oranges. Mm-hmm. They're apples and oranges. Pan-Africanism doesn't talk about an identity. It doesn't claim to be anything more than organizations that are fighting for Africans in the diaspora, their rights and their cultural unity. Mm-hmm. Right? It says nothing about what is a Pan-African. Anybody can be a Pan-African. It's not
an ideology, right?
Yeah, it's an ideology. It's not a. It's not a nationality. It's not a ethnicity. It's none of that. So that's complete non sequitur in the conversation, right? It is complete and utter nonsense. Shout out to Rob Bourne. Coming full circle, all the work you guys have been doing. Appreciate everything you've been doing. These dudes are running wild, and FBA is giving a platform for the abos. The abos are well hidden within the framework of FBA, so they don't need to stick their head out.
Freeze right there. Let me introduce Raw Born. What's going on, Raw Born, man? NBK all goddamn day, man. What's up with you, brother? How you doing, man? What's on your mind, bro? What's up with you, brother?
I don't know, man. I was subjected to a pseudo brigade over there as usual. I normally don't watch that. So I was told that you was over there, so I went to watch it. I haven't watched it in a year and a half, and I just same pseudo brigade. But the conversation is weird. Unbiased kind of shocked me, bro. Because he used to be in this chat. He would be in our chat, and he would be building with us. We asking him for books, and I'm like, what are you talking about, bro? So, I mean, it's sort of to what Cedric said. If you make a new group, you need an enemy. So the enemy is Pan-Africanism, right?
Crazy.
Which don't got nothing to do with this shit. And then you need a goal that can't be reached, like God. So reparations. But their argument is retarded, because if you look up HR 40, the people of African descent are the ones who put this down. And it's clearly specifying what group they talking about. They talking about the people who came on the slave boat and Jim Crow and convict leasing. This don't mean that anybody who just came here get that. So this shit they saying is weird. It's like you never read this shit.
Say that again. Slow it down. Say it again. You need to make a clip of that.
Hey, yo, if you pull up HR 40 and you read it, it's talking about a Pacific lineage. It said by this time the 4 million. Who was the 4 million they was talking about? They was talking about the census of 1860. That's us.
Yep.
So nobody else. So when you listen to it, I'm not African, what are you talking? So what is your lineage? So any FBA that's in the chat, because I was in the chat, I was trolling like a mother effer. I was in the chat. I saw y'all. I want to know what this magical lineage that you're talking about. I have my lineage from the 1700s, from the black people who vote for themselves. We got the first organization that we created and what we called it. I want to know, what is your specific lineage that you got that's separate? What are you standing on? I'm done now. That's all I wanted to say. But I got to give you a shout out. I told you I don't watch this shit no more. My algorithm about to be messed up because I came back. Oh, I'm mad as hell. Some videos about to start popping up. But I gotta give you your props, son. I came back on. I couldn't take the first part. Freedmen and slavery. I mean, what are you talking about? What is this nonsense? And then towards the end, you brought it home. So I will have to say that you have now officially caught the first pseudo killer body that I saw. But I don't know why you like to mess with that brigade over there, man. But you got a lot of heart because I can't do it.
Yeah, you gotta have some patience in that, man. And you know what? I hear a lot of people saying, "Why don't you talk to Tariq?" Tariq don't want to talk to me. What's wrong with y'all, man? He want to get me on his platform, and after I get him, kick me off like he do everybody. He don't want to have a regular conversation. He know ain't nobody howling, screaming. He know how that ain't, trust me, man. Just like I know of him, he know of me. Right? I'm not hating on no damn Tariq. I'm saying anybody with the eyes that can see that he produced pseudo-mentaries, yo. They not grounded in historical accuracy. God damn. I can say that without hating on a nigga. You know what real hate is? Hate is if you put out a historical accurate product, has some mistakes in it, then I'm hating on. Then that be hate. Oh, yo, he made a mistake right here, but that's hating. Nobody's trying to be like, see, if anything, if anybody know me for real, yo, I ain't never trying to be like no damn pseudo. I ain't never jealous of a polite type nigga. Because that's not the level to me. I don't never want to be known as a pseudo. I always want to be on the right side of history. Why don't you talk to Tariq? I ain't got to talk to Tariq. I can talk to all his people. I'm talking to Tariq when I talk to them. Now, would you think he going to change his stance? He going to say it better? You can't say this better right here. This is what you can't say. You can't say this better. Ain't no better. This ain't no better. You can't make this better. You can't make it up, and you can't make it better. You can't say it no more slicker. I done heard the ultra slick talkers, yo. We done heard the super, ultra, super dope. Don't breathe while they talking. Remember, polite, yo. You had to be a master just to get in the goddamn conversation with the nigga. The nigga actually wouldn't breathe while he was talking for an hour. You know how you pause like that and you could never even get in. You had to say, man, shut the fuck up, man. Let me talk, bro. You tripping. You doing too much, bro. You had to really be a master at trying to get it in. So Tariq ain't gonna say this no better, y'all. Y'all tripping, yo. He not gonna say this no better because I don't want to talk about nothing else but this. I want to talk about the 3-star points, right? Represents the 3 groups who make up the ethnic group that would become foundational Black Americans, the Black Aboriginals. Same thing with Rob Bourne said. People of North America. Who the hell is that? He made that shit up. The Black explorers and traders who had contact with the Americans before Columbus. He made that shit up. And then captives. The last one is captives brought to the Western Hemisphere from Africa. So how in the hell he gonna say that shit any better than what he been saying to y'all? That man don't want to talk to me. That's all I want to talk about. I don't want to talk about nothing else. I don't want to hear none of that shit. I don't want to see him talk. He jealous of Tariq. No, I'm not judging that. The man made an inferior product. He got a wild ass museum. That ain't make, man, I went to Reginald Lewis Museum in Baltimore. That shit was impressive. Come on, man. Y'all gotta stop saying, not y'all, but I cannot believe a person would actually think that I'd be jealous of a damn pseudo. Shit, I already know it's more people attracted to pseudoisms because it's easy. So I know what it is. I know the view's gonna be slanted already. I already know that. Because I'm scientifically literate. I know how we think. We humans are spooky anyway. So anything that sounds spooky, they're going to gravitate to it. Anything they can just listen to it and not read about it and come in and understand it, they're going to push it to the side. What's up, due diligence? What's good with you, man? Don't say it. What you about to say?
Shit, I'm just sliding through, man. I'm trying to get brought up to speed. I'm just jumping on, so I'm just kicking back right now. Like, you know what I'm saying? I'm just trying to bring me up to speed. I'm listening.
We trying to say we ain't no black Indians over here, yo.
Man, I definitely ain't no black Indian. You hear me? But some people believe so. So I don't argue with them fools, man. I just let it be.
Yeah, I'm arguing with them because they got a nice little crispy. First of all, it's not 40 million FBAs. It's
You
about
got a lot of
1,500.
feedback coming from Cedric's mic every time I
It's it.
speak.
Mute out, said. Yeah, you got about 1,500. You ain't got no 40 million. Stop it. They made that up. See how they make it up, yo? They made it up. Man, they be making it up, yo. You don't got 40 million. You got 40 million African Americans. And African Americans run the gamut. You got African Americans as Christians. You got African Americans call themselves Black Hebrew Israelites. You got African Americans call them Black Christian nationalists. You got African Americans that call themselves FBA and all kind of shit. When the rubber meets the road, when you go get that license and all that, and your birth certificate and all that, yo, stop it, knock it off. Yeah.
Black.
Yep, I respect it. I mean, man, you can say what you want to say. I ain't mad at you. It only come across my desk show when you start making that shit up. Then I gotta call my friends,
You
yo.
just mute out.
Who, me? You can't hear me? I know you. You can hear me. Hey, you jealous and I can hear you.
I can't hear shit.
Well, you gotta fix that. I can hear you.
Yeah, I can hear you.
Yeah. What's going on, Dex? What's up with you?
Nothing much. I was just listening to you cook him. That's it. He really didn't rebut anything you said. He go off into his own ideologies and with his own belief that he believes things that he say are factual. And I don't know why he call himself Unbiased Ron, because I don't know if y'all ever been on his platform, but
yeah, I've been on there.
When you get on his platform, he seemed to like mute you a lot when you start speaking a lot of facts. It's like he don't want to deal with actual facts when you start saying them. He want to deal with his own ideology. And a lot of people problem as far as FBA, they don't like to admit when they wrong. I hear us in this type of space say like, look, I might be wrong, but over here they don't do that. They don't want to say I'm wrong because it make it look bad. It make it look like everything over there is, exactly what it is, which is pseudo, but that's all I gotta say.
Yeah, I don't know. I mean, I know what it is, man. It's a nice little internet group jump thing, based off of the success of the Hidden Colors. All right, based off of Tariq's success, man. He's influential, charismatic, funny, and he took people money and produced products, man. And that's a good thing right there, man. So nobody's hating on that. I'm just saying the product you produced was wild and pseudo, and it set us back as far as understanding who we are as a people in America. It's the exact the videos, the pseudomentaries were supposed to give us a better understanding, the hidden history. Remember, the museum is called the Hidden History, right? The shit is hidden because the shit is stupid. That's why it's hidden. That's why ain't nobody teaching it, because it ain't based in data. It's not data driven. That's why it's hidden. Francis, what's up, man?
Good night, Ankh. What's up?
How you doing, man? How you feeling?
Good. Cedric, Rabo, and the rest of the panel. The brother just ignorant. He doesn't know what he's talking about. That's it. It's just ignorance. That's it. Because you see, he's reading something and doesn't know what he's reading. I don't even think he understands what the organization is about. He just joined. Maybe he just joined because it sounded good. I don't know.
Ain't no way to join, yo. You just turn your channel into it and start talking. That's how it works. Anytime you got Sanchez and that shit, yo, listen, yo, if you got organization and Sanchez jump in it, yo, you did the wrong thing. If Pseudo Sanchez is blowing the horn, yo, you in the wrong spot. Go ahead, though, Francis. What's up?
No, man. All I heard was just ignorance. He was just talking. He had nothing to back up what he's saying. Better he just say, I don't like niggas and move on. That would have been a better thing to say if that's how you feel. I mean, you're going through all that for what? He didn't show anything.
He thought he was getting me. I'm like, man, you ain't getting me, yo. I got it. You got my man in the chat say delineation gave us better understanding, same as these arguments in general. No, man, ain't give us a better understanding. No, it didn't, yo. We thought niggas think they black Indians, yo. How's that a better understanding, yo?
Yeah, man, you got to come up here and explain that, brother.
Yeah, y'all got to explain that.
Because I don't understand. Delineate from what? What are you delineating from? And this has to go back to the foundation. What is your lineage that is historically documented? Black American and African American is an ethnic group with a history attached to it, with people and places who named specific things and did things. Where is this? Where's this at? Like, what do you delineate to do what? Delineate does what? You need to explain this, man. Because this is very strange. This is strange.
Man, they take an inch and then go a mile, because whenever you try to give them like the benefit of the doubt, whenever you say, okay, Africans, you got some circumstantial evidence to say Africans may have been here before Columbus, they'll take that and just run with it.
What circumstantial? Oh, we don't got no circumstantial evidence.
Yeah, we got circumstantial evidence.
No, we don't.
All right.
I ain't gonna argue.
All right.
I just want to put it on the record. I don't believe it. That's all. I just want to get on the record so nobody don't think I'm just letting you do it. I don't think so.
That's about as far as I'll give them. I'll say that we have some indirect circumstantial evidence, like no direct evidence, right? And, you know, they'll take that and just run with it and then start manipulating everything. Oh, the old make heads. Oh, they had dreads. Oh, they had this. They all kind of, you know what I'm saying, nonsense. And they just want to they at the peak level of lookership. You know what I'm saying? Everything that looks black is black. Everything that looks black is African. Everything that, you know, which is not the case. You know what I'm saying? And like, I'm open to it, but I haven't seen any substantial evidence that says to the contrary. So that's where I'm at.
Well, due diligence. How are you gonna get circumstantial evidence when they have no remains of the actual ancient people to say who they are? They're testing modern people against other people who are not exactly the same people because they don't have any. They didn't find any direct Olmec bodies. They're testing them against, you know.
No, they got Olmec DNA. They got it. They got Olmec DNA now.
From where?
Let me look it up. Keep talking.
Yeah, so university in Mexico did it. Yeah, they got it.
Yeah, they got it.
But that's like Aztec and Mayan.
No. This is specifically Olmec DNA. We're not talking about the Aztec. The university that the lady was from is from Mexico, I believe.
I don't think she's Olmec though. I could be wrong.
No, she's not an Olmec, but
exactly.
She's not an Olmec, but we're talking about the DNA that they found.
I understand what you're saying, but when you look at that, between the Olmecs and the Aztecs, they probably had about 2 other civilizations that were just mysterious. They don't know much about the Toltecs. They just know myths from the Aztecs.
I get it, but to the conversation is, on his flag, he has the date of 1526. That shit don't got nothing to do with no ancient black Africans that came here that was already here. That dude, Tariq, held up a book that the Aboriginals like to use. It's called American Discovery Something. I can't remember the name of it, but it's America Allegories. And it shows all of these modern cities and a whole bunch of black Indians. It's like, look, family, you see, we were here. Look at these black people. That dude never came to America. The dude who wrote the book never came here. But they forget, they keep turning the pages. They got fucking dogs with 2 heads. Why you ain't saying that existed? They got cats and shit with all different kind of deform. This shit is made up. It's called an allegory. So, yo, bro, like, he's mixing those things up to get a certain population. And that's what he's doing. You tapping into what is hot on the internet and you mixing it in. That can't exist without an enemy. You need an enemy. Pan-Africanism and the Democrats. But you keep talking about reparations, bro. Where's the FBA reparation bill? You happen all over the niggas who are African descent who put this out. And they delineated in the document. No one can just come here and be like, I deserve reparations. I moved from the Caribbean. I want that. As a matter of fact, show us the Jamaican, West Indian, African organization that say they want reparations here. It don't exist. You have them a part of the organization that want to fight it. So you mix up Aboriginal, you put the mystery God reparations in there that you're gonna get at the end. That's how you hook them in there. This is what we fighting for. And then you put this in here, and then you tap into certain things that we all know happen in our community where there's differences between different culture groups, and then you keep pointing that out. Boom. Now you got a whole goddamn movie.
But and Francis, you asked me, you said, how can there be circumstantial evidence when there is no like DNA evidence? Well,
yeah, because they don't have direct Olmec remains. Those are their descendants.
So let me explain, right? That would be direct evidence, primary evidence. I'm saying circumstantial, secondary, right? So like you trying to act like you're saying that, you know, what you're saying is against me. I already admitted that there's no primary evidence. There's circumstantial evidence.
I wasn't arguing you. I'm just pointing out that people need to know there's a very good margin of error when they're testing modern people and even some people that we consider ancient. Their DNA might not be exactly the same because the Olmec civilization is considered only an archaeological civilization. They haven't found any direct remains. They've only found archaeological things, like objects, but nothing to say that those people are directly related. They haven't found that yet.
Exactly, and that was my point. But you do have things like correlations between the language, correlations between the culture, correlations between I can't remember all the things, but I think even some tools, dress, like there's some correlations, but you wouldn't call them direct, and you wouldn't say it's just strong. But I'm just saying that in order to have these correlations with people that's thousands of miles away on the opposite side of the ocean is evidence nonetheless. And I won't throw it all the way out, but I won't be like them and just say that that's us either. You know what I'm saying? I'm just saying that I'm open with it. There's some direct parallels that we got to contend with eventually. And if it comes about, I will accept it. And if it don't, I don't care one way or the other. It don't really mean nothing to me. Like, whether we was here before Columbus or not, we put in enough work to call this place our own anyway. You know what I'm saying? So it really doesn't matter to me.
Look, I hear you, and I'm with you, but it's still, when you look at Mesoamerica, there's a lot.
I ain't with him.
There's a lot of mystery civilizations that they don't know anything about. They just literally found buildings, and they're just hearing the ancestors, the Aztec Mayans, just talking mythological. They don't know anything about them other than just they were there. That's it. So all of that factors in when they're trying to do these DNA studies. That happens.
No, man, what you mean? They know about, they know what you ho. You doing far, yo. You gotta stop that.
You see? I knew this. No, but if you look it up, you'll realize what they're talking about.
You're doing too much. You know what I'm saying? Like you way.
I'm doing too much?
Yeah, you doing too much, yo. Like,
you sure?
Yeah, like of course they know, just like they don't know everything about the Nile Valley. And they don't know everything about Nile Valley spirituality, of course. But to say they don't know nothing about it, what they do know is they not motherfucking Africans. That they do know. That's something they do know.
You want to know what's crazy? This is also crazy, right? So, you know, we got our first newspaper that we make here, right? 1827, Freedom's Journal. Mm-hmm. These dudes are speaking Latin. They writing about the 25th dynasty. They talking about Timbuktu. How come none of these people identified themselves with a fucking Olmec or all of this wild shit these dudes is talking about? Every one of them organizations start out, we were taken from Africa. We are the descendants of Africa. These are our people, and our people in the South are enslaved, and if they not free, we not free. And to the claim that the pseudo brigade captain made, we never came together. There never was a time. We was always divided. This is the mystery. It was called the Negro Color Convention, 1831 all the way to 1899. Every organization that we have, from Black nationalism, Pan-African, all that come out of that. We was all unified for the liberation of Black people. Period. We didn't have this discussion. Why they wasn't saying that we always been here? This shit is cap. You don't want to talk about this mysterious could have been, it was, into the great Harvard, what's his name? Joe Wiener, whatever his name is, made that comment. Oh, look at the statues, they look black. And then the black people, well, he's in Harvard. Marcus Garvey said it. He said it in and they saw, at least they was smart enough to source where they got the shit from. This Harvard professor, Mr. Wielder, showed this, and these people look like African. It's possible that they came. At least they sourced where they got the shit from. But that ain't us. We never talked about this stuff. I just think it's strange that they talking about all the civilizations in West Africa coming straight out of goddamn slavery, telling you who they are, telling you what they fighting. Every black person that's here that's an abolitionist is basically celebrating the end of the slave trade. We got black militias that is made because of this. There's parades going all around the whole Americas because of this, and in the West Indies. What is this mysterious keyboard lineage that y'all talking about? I need y'all to come up here. Get up here, unbiased. Get your asses to the stage.
Hey, and it's crazy because some of them like saying that they do have lineage from before America, the American slave trade here in America, and then you got some of them saying that they don't. So it's like it's an admixture of both. You know what I mean? So I don't get that either.
I think you're right. Some Dr. York mixed up shit.
Yeah. Yep.
So yeah, when I was looking it up, I have not found like a direct like Olmec sequence genome. So I'm gonna give you that right now, Francis. All right. I'm still looking. All right. So
I'm gonna look it up. I know I saw it. I'm gonna look it up in a
moment. Do they even have fossil evidence? Do they even have fossil evidence of these Olmecs, or it's just the heads?
No, they
just the heads, really.
Yo,
no, they got bodies in that area though. Hold on, yo.
They have way later populations. They don't have any of the ancients from that time. They got like ancestors.
Exactly. But we know the amount of racial mixing between then and now is so much. That's significant.
Huh?
The amount of racial mixing
what
took place between then and
what? Slow down.
I said the amount of racial mixing.
Wait, whoa. No, you still need to slow down. That requires a whole preface. What are you talking about? Who racial mixing what?
Let's say this, right? If you look at the depictions of
No, I ain't looking at nothing, no depiction. I don't do no look at shit. So first of all, preface what you're alluding to.
Okay,
who's mixing with what to produce how?
When you're dealing with the Americans, you got you got Spaniards coming over here.
Stop.
Okay.
When we're dealing with the Americas, you have to define two particular terminologies: pre-Columbian and post-Columbian. What are you talking about? Pre-Columbian? Because the Olmec heads refer to pre-Columbian peoples of the Americas.
I'm with you, but what I'm saying is they have a lot of post-Columbian mixing with Spanish and other people. And when you look at the depictions...
Stop. You cannot, that's post hoc rationalization within a chronology that doesn't fit. The Olmecs represent pre-Columbian ancestry. There is no admixture of nothing there. What are you talking about?
I'm not talking about the Olmecs. I'm talking about their descendants, Cedric, not them. Because we know. Because
no. What you saying? Hold on, Frank. What you saying, Francis? What side you on?
I'm on the side that there's a question. It's not definite.
Oh, shit, man, I knew.
Hold on.
I forgot what I was talking about. I forgot the mob you run with. My fault. You're right. I forgot the mob you run with, yo. I expect that. I definitely expect that out too. I didn't know you was stopping. Like, what he talking about with it?
No, it's definitely.
No, you gotta stop that. No, you gotta stop. Stop. Come on, yo. Why y'all always toe that type of line? It's almost like
I said. I was agreeing with you,
No, you're not agreeing. Don't agree with me. Please don't agree.
No. I honestly agree with you.
No, you don't.
I think that it's an open question whether they've been.
No, it's not an open question, man.
Oh,
just like the black soil and all that. That's not an open question. Seriously, yo, I heard people say there's no direct evidence, and they said it so many times that a person would say, look, a person would say, hey, man, there's no direct evidence. And then you realize that they don't even need direct evidence to figure it out.
Yeah.
I'm saying to me, it's still an open question.
No.
To me.
No, I don't give a damn what to you is. We follow the evidence over here. So now you're talking about a pre-Columbian civilization. There's no mixing of any other genetic population. What are you talking about?
All right, this is what we're gonna do right now. Hold on. Wait. Hold on, Francis. Hold on, Francis. We're gonna take a minute and we're gonna read our super chats. We gotta take time off of that, yo. All right, let's get the super chats right here. All right. You say Africans, black people are highly susceptible to pseudo information. I grew up in NYC and vacationed in Senegal every 2 years since the 80s. I speak Wolof and have heard crazy stuff in Senegal. Yeah, you hear it all the time. PAPE 5602. Thanks for the super chat, man. Yeah, human beings, period, are susceptible to that, man. Y'all gotta look at the Pseudo Killer show when we talk about the brain, yo. That's real. Okay. Another super chat from Peppy. It's the FBA actually is the most. It's the FBA are actually the most African people in the world. All right, delineating is very tribal, hence African. Also, FBA have the most African DNA admixture. Yeah, I reject the term FBA at this point because it's shrouded in the pseudo, but we appreciate that. All right, Unbiased Ron says, let's go back on SaNeter Sunday. Not all those pseudos, and right, Kwame. All right, I got you.
Man, get up here right now, man. Nah, man, get up here now, bro. You don't want to be subjected to the pseudo brigade, bro. That hurt my ears. It hurt my soul. Like, bro, come up here now, man.
Yeah, he say nah. He say pop and he say pop up. All right, we got a super chat out. Go ahead.
I wanna give an argument for him. I think I can give a better argument than the Abos. Even I'm not an Abo per
yes,
se.
You is.
But if you want to beat me up, I'll let y'all beat me up. If you want to hear it, I give you my best shot at it. If not, it's all good.
All right, go ahead, yo.
All right.
I know the mob you run with just for
I ain't tripping. I didn't beat me up before. You know what I'm saying? Cedric dying to jump me anyway. You hear me? He been waiting.
I just mute my mic. I just said I'm gonna mute my mic.
All right, because I know you. So you finna come off that mute quick. You hear me?
Hold on. Is there a I'm gonna say this. I'm gonna let you go. Is there a correlation between the black soil, black people, black bulls, and the Almacs?
I wouldn't know. I wouldn't throw Almacs.
Is it in the same line of thinking?
I wouldn't throw Almacs in there, but the rest of it, yo.
Go ahead, due diligence.
All right, so let me state my case, right?
Hey, friends, I ain't gonna say it because you'll leave.
Oh boy, you're making it hard.
Stay with the jokes, don't he?
For real?
I got them jokes.
I think it got something to do with each other. Like when you ask a person the litmus test, is the vaccine safe and effective? Did the United States government drive planes into the Twin Towers? You asked them that, right? I got to do a new one in there. Does the black soil mean black people? That's got to add it in there. I'm going to start putting it in.
I ain't messing with you right now. There you go.
Yeah,
with the jokes. You always got to go there. Boy.
All right, go ahead. Go ahead.
Right, so check it out. So, like, okay, given the out of Africa theory, right? You got the Homo sapiens, right? They leave out of Africa. And then what happens? They see other hominids that had left earlier in Africa and they mix with those people, right? And what you see today is what we have. I will say possibly the same thing could have happened with the Africans, the indigenous Africans, and the people in Americas. I'm saying that there could have been some early ancestors that left Africa, made it to the Americas, and then the Africans mixed with those early ancestors that left out.
Start over again, yo. My brain shut down. Down. Start over again.
All right, check it out.
All right. They left out of Africa and they ran to the other hominids.
The Africans jumped on a UFO and they came to Americas and had sex with the Indians and left no archaeology, no culture, no DNA, no nothing. That's what he's saying.
So let me finish it up. Let me finish it up, right?
Go ahead.
So the same way how Homo sapiens left Africa and met Denisovan, Neanderthal, earlier Africans made it with those people, and now those remnants are damn near bred out of existence. The same thing could have happened with Homo sapiens making it to the Americas, and now if we do ever even get their DNA, they could be bred out, right? It's called a bottleneck effect, to where you have a small group intermixed with a larger group and get absorbed, and they can get bred out of history. Now, that's my best shot at it. I'm not no abo, but if I was them, I would take that route, because that's hard to fight against, right? That is a possibility. People can get bred out when a small population joins a big population. For thousands of years, they can get bred out of existence, and you can genetically test them, and you won't be able to see them, right? Over 1,000 years. So that would be the position that I would take if I was them with the circumstantial evidence.
What's the circumstantial evidence again?
I would say language. I would say
culture. Language.
Yeah.
You going with Clyde Winters now, yo? You doing the Clyde Winters?
No.
Yeah. Good.
I'm just saying we know that.
Language. What else?
What language? What native language got an African language in? What language?
No, Clyde Winters wrote a paper.
You comparing Winters, yo?
I'm just saying he wrote a paper. I didn't read the paper, so I'm not judging. He did write a paper.
You're not judging?
On the languages. He did write a paper on it.
I don't care about him, man. He went to school in his house, man. We ain't rocking with nothing Clyde Winters, bro.
Well, I didn't read the paper, Rob.
You don't gotta read the paper. I read the paper. I bought them dumbass books he wrote. Talking about the Mandi language is the original language of the whole. Man, get out of here. That doesn't add up. No. We're not doing that.
Man.
The mystery of the black people in America is what the hell we said for ourselves and what we did. We never said we was no goddamn omens, bro. We never exemplified no culture from none of them people, bro. Unless those who we actually intermarried with, or when we was enslaved by those Native Americans, you can see that cross relation between them. Other than that, that's that. We're not doing the what ifs and who are and it could have, maybe this happened. We don't need that. This is the pseudo. That's on the ledge, gonna push you into the pseudo realm. And the Abos don't use that argument because they don't want to be connected to Africa. You're not understanding that they know. They saying they always been here. They didn't come from Africa. They start talking about civilization began here. That's what they kicking, bro.
But I'm not with that.
What you talking about?
But I'm not with that. I would never make that those type of arguments. That I wouldn't do.
You just made it.
Yo, August, you not letting the FBA come up here?
No, that's not true, yo.
They not coming up here.
Yeah, they
not.
I wanted some smoke, man. Now I gotta go, man. I wanted some smoke, man.
I don't want
no.
Hold on, but you asked me a question. You said the language, and you said what language, and I'm not saying no language in particular, right? I'm saying that the African invented the pictographic language, and I'm saying that how in the hell did the Olmecs get the pictographic script? I said language, but I meant script, right? And it's not, shit don't just pop up, right? I don't think that they had the same invention at the same time.
What you mean? No, what you mean? Same invention? What?
The pictographic script is an African invention, and the Olmecs had it.
No, it's not. No, it's
yes.
not.
Who invented the pictographic script?
Olmecs.
No, they didn't, bro.
Yes, they did.
Hold on.
They writing in they got glyphs in Mesoamerica, yo.
Yeah, they do. But who's is older? Who's is older?
No, they don't need nobody. No. Now you super. What they call it, raw born? Diffusionism. You super like. Come on, yo. You thinking because you do it in Africa, you got to run into Africans to do it, and that's not real.
Yeah, and
what's the word? Hyperdiffusionism, right?
Yeah, that's hyperdiffusionism, and human's human. So we're going to see similar attributes being developed across cultures independently because humans simply human.
I think that is
Like, what happened to hold on?
Let me
One's name MR. Well, you was on here and you got off, bro.
You know what else they say?
That's like assuming textile, because they have textile in the Americas, that means that they had contact with the Africans because the Africans had textile first. That's no. These are two distinct genetic populations, isolated by tens of thousands of years. There is no contact.
Hold on. For
Right,
one.
and to add, hold on, brother. Hold on. Wait. Hold on. You see how you made that, right? So, what is the time frame of the Olmec writing?
I'm not sure.
Right. So they got it to like 400 BCE, 1500 BCE, right? The Egyptian civilization really dies out when the Greeks and all that get up in there. And nobody, like, bro, no one across Africa is using that system to write. It's a dead language at that point. It's dead.
Hold on.
Wait a minute. Wait.
Hold on, because you're going too far. You're talking about the end. I'm talking about the beginning. Right? You can't start at the point where the language dies out. I'm saying at the beginning that pictographic script possibly could have been taken over there. You want to start at the end.
No, we don't have to do the what ifs and this could have happened. We know when the Egyptian script was around. We know about the glyphs. We know that. This is way after the fact, son.
What is way after the fact?
So this pictographic glyph from 400 BCE, bro.
So whose script is after the fact? The Olmecs or the ancient African pictographic script?
Their Olmec script is all the way over there. It's not related to none of that.
I asked you a specific question. You said that's after the fact. I'm asking you what is after the fact specifically.
Are you listening, brother? The Olmec script that you're talking about, that esoteric or whatever they call it, script or hieroglyphs is there, is way after the fact. If in fact that this came from this, we would be able to decipher it. They can't decipher it because it's not. Stop, bro.
The basics, tenets of something, and they can manipulate it in whatever way they see fit. So that's not necessarily true.
If a language is related in any of those aspects, you would be able to do it, bro. We're not trying to hear that, son. Just what if? And I don't care. You can call niggas Olmec all you want. Do you have proof of the black people in America saying that they were Olmecs? When did we say this? When did we exemplify this? That has an origin date too. When did we start saying this shit? That's the point, brother. We now know Olmecs. They niggas ain't come over here. We not doing the subjective thing. The hidden history is who we are. The culture that we brought here.
Let me know when I can respond.
Yeah, you can rebuttal all you want. We got voodoo here. We got Orishas here. We got Laos here. We got Congo squares here. We got systems that you can see that merge with other cultures like Santeria, Albuca, and all these societies, maroon societies that were not taken over by the European. They should be the main ones to exemplify this indigenous Native American nonsense you kicking. When we look at it all, it's all pointed to the West African culture, historical context. We don't got nothing to do with that. We not doing none of this. Just what if and you could have been this ancient. We don't care about that. We come from empires. We got real live empires. The tribes that we are part of are not extinct. Them Olmec niggas ain't here no more. They out of here. We the Yorubas and all of them niggas still alive. You fell into the Aboriginal trap, my brother.
Nah, that's what's become, yo. They be thinking they fail a litmus test. Let me play this. It's a litmus test. All right, let's play this real quick. Let's see.
In Mexico has yielded a stone block inscribed with what appears to be the oldest writing ever found in the Americas. Numerous symbols are carved across the block in rows. Experts say the block dates back almost 3,000 years and was created by people from the Olmec civilization. They were an early Central American people who rose to prominence before the heyday of the Maya. Here's NPR's Christopher Joyce.
In archaeology, people dream about this kind of thing. Here's what happened. Workers in the state of Veracruz in southern Mexico were quarrying rock. They piled some debris by the side of the road. Someone spotted a greenish block of stone with inscriptions on it. Local authorities kept it for several years until archaeologists figured out that the inscriptions might just be writing, very ancient writing.
When I saw the block, as did the rest of us, we knew we were in the presence of something very special.
Stephen Houston is an archaeologist at Brown University.
It had completely unknown signs, but they were arranged in these long sequences we felt just had to be a new form of writing. Writing systems of this sort from the ancient world come up so rarely.
It was a once-in-a-lifetime discovery, Houston says. The inscriptions are hieroglyphics, 62 small drawings in rows, but Houston says this wasn't art.
It's not just a set of symbols that might be placed together the way you might see on, let's say, a medieval French or English painting. Rather, they're arranged in a sequence that is meant to reflect a language with grammatical elements and with word order that makes sense.
There are 28 different glyphs, as archaeologists call them for short. Some look like vegetables. One looks like a sharp awl or pick. Some symbols are repeated, such as one that looks like an insect. Houston suspects that one might be some sort of punctuation. Some sequences of symbols are separated from the rest in what look like poetic couplets. Not all of these symbols are unfamiliar to archaeologists. Mary Paul at Florida State University is an expert on the Olmec. She's analyzed Olmec symbols on jewelry and a cylindrical seal that dates almost as far back as the inscribed tablet. She says a few of the symbols are clearly written versions of carved stone objects, like an ear of corn, previously found at Olmec archaeological sites.
One sign looks actually like a corn cob. Others are rather unique. This insect-like sign is something I haven't seen before.
Paul says these objects, and thus probably the writing, had special value in rituals.
We see that the writing is very closely connected with rituals and the early religious beliefs, because they're taking the ritual carvings and putting them into glyphs and making writing out of them. And all of this is occurring in the context of the emergence of early kings, the development of centralized power and stratified society.
The tablet and inscriptions are described in the journal Science. Its date is based on other artifacts found nearby and may need further confirmation. Houston and scientists from Mexico who first identified the text say they have no idea what it actually says. With no previous text to work from, deciphering it will be very difficult. Oh, you're going to try?
We'll do our best.
Should I call you back in a few weeks?
I think it's going to take longer than that.
What's needed are more text for comparison. Archaeologists say there are lots of Olmec sites in Mexico that are still unexplored, and anyone could hold the key to reading the oldest known language in the Americas. Christopher Joyce, NPR.
All right. There you go, yo. I tell you what, African Americans, you can't keep trying to steal people's shit, yo. That's what we can't keep doing, yo. And then complain about white people. It doesn't make no sense to me, man. Nope. So no, Olmecs, glyphs, all that, they don't need you. Just like pyramids. Pyramids, you find pyramids all around the world. Would you suggest that when you build a pyramid, you got it from Africa? That's crazy. Pyramid structures, they're the first buildings, tall buildings, but there's a reason for this. Because
check this out. Check this out.
Foundation, pyramid.
Do me this favor. Yo, Google Lion Man.
Oh, okay. All right. That's in Africa, ain't it?
Not in Africa, but it's interesting. It's the oldest anthropomorphic figure that we know about.
Lion Man.
Yep. It's going to say British archaeology or something. You'll see it. It looks like a little statue with a lion head and a human body.
Yeah, I thought that was in a cave. That was in a cave, yo.
Yeah, it was in a cave someplace else.
All right, let me see. I thought it was a cave.
Cedric, what was that? What was that called that you said whenever you have two independent civilizations doing the same thing? What's that called?
That's called humans humaning.
No, but you gave a technical term for it.
Nah, I was talking about diffusionism, and then he said
diffusionism.
Oh, no, diffusionism with people having contact. I wasn't talking about Robert. I'm talking about without contact.
Without contact, I do not know any specific name, but it is just that we see these patterns developing across civilization and cultures. Burial, for example, every civilization, right, we see some form of ritual burial. It doesn't mean that there's cultural diffusion. That means that the humans independently develop these practices, right?
So, hold on. Let me respond to the question before you guys go too far.
Come on right here, Rob.
That is a possibility, right? And I respect that, right? But I like to go with the Occam's razor, right? The most simplest possibility could be the explanation for which we're talking about.
Yes.
And to me, the most simple explanation is not people that are thousands of miles away coincidentally doing the same thing, right? Because you got the infinite monkey theorem too, to say that if you had an infinite amount of monkeys, if you had to type on a typewriter for long enough, they'll write a Shakespeare play.
I know,
right?
Slow down.
Hold on.
But so if you're applying Occam's razor,
is he talking? Can you guys hear me?
Let him get it out.
Can you hear me up?
I can hear. I heard you. It was so ridiculous.
I think my audio went out.
No, we hear you, yo. You hit us with Occam's razor, yo.
Can you hear me?
Yeah.
So I'm saying, so my audio cut out, right? So I'm saying the simplest explanation could be the best explanation. So instead of saying people that are 10,000 miles away from each other on the opposite side of the ocean just coincidentally doing the same thing, you might have some people that have some contact some type of way, because to me that's more simpler than people just coincidentally just doing the same thing around the same time. Like Rob Barton said, he said that was way after the fact, which that I agree, but that doesn't go against what I'm saying. That actually supports what I'm saying. I'm saying that if an earlier culture got there and then was able to give them the script, and then later on they have their own type of script from the original pictographic script, then you can have that. So you don't know what happened.
So we have human chronology, we have history, we have migration patterns, we have the genetic clock. So when we are talking about chronology, these things are dated. What Rob Bond's saying is absolutely correct. These things are thousands of years apart by two cultures that have been genetically separated for over 10,000 years. How is your explanation?
20,000 years, 30,000 years, tripping. Let me say this. Occam's razor. First of all, in science, we always say this, yo. More than likely, yo, you go with the simplest explanation, yo. I want you to know that cockamamie story you just put together ain't simple at all.
No.
Simplest explanation is that the people living in Mesoamerica created it. That's the simple answer, yo.
That's the simplest answer.
I can't believe, yo, you just gave us a complicated mumble jumble. They came over here with their bit of butter. They came back and yo, that's complicated, yo. And then they, 30,000 years, yo, they kept the symbols right here in their head. And they got to America, and you go ahead.
Why you got to put some extras on it? So you telling me, your explanation that the Olmecs. Hold on. Let me ask you. Your explanation that the Olmecs just coincidentally came up with a pictographic script the same as the Africans. Hold on, let me finish. At the same time as the Africans, right? And you don't think that the more simpler, who's talking the same time I'm talking?
Me.
I would say the simpler explanation is that these people have some type of cultural contact rather than it's a coincidence that they was doing it
behind the camera laughing. Can I see your face? Yo, make sure you saying it with a straight face. I don't believe you saying it.
My camera, my shit ain't working right now, huh? Or I would have been on.
It was working. I seen you earlier. I could see you.
It's fucking up, Unc. I will be on. I ain't gonna bullshit you.
All right.
But did you hear what I'm saying? You ain't even listening to what I'm saying. Did you hear what I said?
We all listening to what you're saying.
No, I asked Unc a question.
Yeah, but
they are not the same,
y'all doing too much. I want Unc to answer my question.
Yeah, but this is real quick, bro. Look,
no, I don't want to talk to you. I asked
that's
Unc
fine,
a question.
brother. We all on here together.
I'll talk to you in a second. I asked Unc a
bro, because we don't gotta go that far.
I don't want to talk to you right now. I asked Unc a question.
All right, that's cool, bro. I just want to say something for 20 seconds.
It's all good. I'll double back. I'll double back. I want to hear Unc's explanation.
Come on, bro. Let me talk to the panel in the audience, bro. What he's describing is the same thing Cedric said.
You seem like you're running.
It's psychological evolution, bro. So all of these cultures that we talking about, I don't care where they at, Sumeria, Egypt, to fucking the Americas or India, they have a water as a deity. They have the sun as the deity. Whatever crop that sustains them, in America, it would be corn. So they have festivals around corn because it's a life-giving product. If you're in West Africa, they're doing rituals around yams. Why are they doing it around yams? Because that is the crop that basically sustains them. So if all of these cultures got sun, moon, and stars all in their thing, are you saying that they all talk together? No, they're all looking at nature where they are. And they created because they're humans. You're
so
crazy.
Let me respond
You're
to you, Rob Bourne. This is why I didn't want
Yes,
to
it's called.
Hold on, let me respond to
Called,
that. Respond.
It's called convergent
May I respond?
evolution.
All right, everybody freeze. We're gonna let due diligence get it off, then we let Dex get in.
All right.
Go ahead, due diligence. Hey, due diligence.
What up?
We don't want to lecture though.
Nah, man, Rob Bourne just gave the 5% lecture, man. Let me get it in.
With the what?
You know what I'm talking about? So what I would say is, yes, that is a good point. But then we have the out of Africa theory, and we know indigenous Africans populated the earth. So it would only come to happenstance that the Africans brought their culture with them whenever they populated the whole damn globe.
No, they
so
did.
it's
That's
not
not
far-fetched.
true.
See, that's why, you don't want to let me go. Let me go. So it's only obvious, right, that Africans, whenever they left Africa, they brought their culture with them and populated the rest of the globe.
Enough. Stop. Do you have a clue what chronology is? Do you know what it means to be non-Africans in the genetic sense? Do you know what bottlenecking means? Why do you think Asians look the way they do? Please explain that to me.
So, are you going to let me respond? I want to respond. So, I know chronology is in numerical order, right? And I gave hold on. Do you want me to respond? So, you asked me about chronology, and then you asked me what I know what it is.
No, we don't want you to answer that.
Hold on. Do I know what it means to be non-African in the genetic sense?
You got to stop. No. Don't worry about it.
Because I know
these answers. This is a great question right here. Look, from Sosa. Big up the King Sosa.
I was about to tear that ass up.
King, I know, don't worry about it. He says, nigga, they was not right when they left Africa, man. Get on with the topic.
That's what I'm saying, bro. This nigga derailed the whole topic about some magical shit, bro. Them niggas left 70,000. Them niggas left 70,000 years ago, bro.
You got 350,000 years Homo sapiens sapien in Morocco, 260,000 years Homo sapiens sapien in South Africa. You got 200,000 years Old Gorge. 190,000 years, bro. They left out of Africa between 100,000 years and 60,000 years. They ain't nobody writing yet. So you basically saying they left before they was writing and brought the glyphs with them, yo. That sound crazy.
You don't think they left when they was writing?
Are you listening to due diligence?
Did you answer? Do you think they left when they was writing?
No due diligence. No.
I'm asking you a question. Do you think they left when they was writing?
Due diligence. Listen to me, yo.
Why you can't answer I just gotta answer all the questions. Can't nobody answer my
question? No, I'm asking you a question. I'm saying no.
Can I ask a question?
No, they didn't leave Egypt. Get on a boat, go in the Mediterranean Ocean, get out of that, go to the Great Atlantic, cross into America, say, oh shit, we're here. Let me pick up these items here and start writing. Yo, you tripping, yo. You know how complex that is, yo? They had to bump into a place.
It's not complex at all.
It is, yo. You saying they walked over? Hold on. Did they? First of all, you got the out of Africa theory wrong, and everybody doing this on. The out of Africa theory don't mean that Africans populated the earth, yo. You tripping right now.
How much you want to bet?
No, non-African.
How much you want to bet?
Hold on. I bet you right now $50. I'm saying that non-Africans populated the earth. What are you saying?
I'm saying now you gotta let me finish my.
No. Right? Are you betting? Because I got my cash right here. Yes. So we got everybody heard it. $50. Yes. Bet.
I heard it.
So you gotta let me
into the debate tomorrow.
I think you should just soak in what he's saying instead of trying to answer the question, because he telling the truth. Non-Africans populated the earth, not African people is what he's saying.
So Cedric asked me the question. He said, "Do you know what non-African is genetically?" Right? And the answer to that question also is going to answer your question, I A non-genetic African is an African that had a mutation outside the continent of Africa. So in that sense, Africans populated the world. Run my 50, nigga.
Hold on. So you said, hold on. So you said,
no, I'm not trying to hear you. I'm talking to us. We just made a bet.
You said
made a bet.
What? Mutations occurred outside of Africa.
Hold on. We
No,
just
say it again.
bet.
Say it again. Say it again.
So Cedric asked the question. He said, "Do you know what a non-African is in terms of genetics?"
So what's a non-African? What's a non-African?
A non-African is an African, an indigenous African that had a genetic mutation outside the continent of Africa.
And then what happened? Then what they call them?
It don't matter what they call
Yes, it does.
Man, can me and Ankh have a conversation without everybody?
Listen, you were talking to me. You were talking to me.
I'm talking to
Run away from the conversation you're having over here.
I got a question
if we can't have a conversation.
I got a question for him. So your claims is that African people basically mutated out of Africa? That's what you're saying?
So, to answer your question, right? You know that people that's non-African, they only call them non-African. This is an anthropological tag, right? They saying that these group of people had a genetic mutation outside the continent of Africa. So they call them non-African to make the distinction. But these are Africans that had a genetic mutation. Everybody is essentially African on the planet. They are culturally different, right? But Africans populated the globe.
No, they didn't.
Run my 50.
No, they didn't.
50,
no, they didn't.
Cedric, stop talking.
Which African?
You Googling too much.
Which
come back.
Listen,
You Googling too much.
bro,
man, I'm right here. Listen,
ain't gonna help you right now. Run that
listen, you can't have a coherent conversation. You running all over the place.
Can I have that 50? You trying to?
Nobody owes you a 50 because you're flim-flamming talking a bunch of bullshit.
I hear you, man.
Run that 50. I need that, brother.
Not paying you.
I need that.
I'm not paying you because you.
I know you're not.
I'm definitely not paying you.
You're not a man of your word. That's
I'm
all
not.
good.
Absolutely not. You trickery, yo.
Well, can you explain why not, though? I bet you can't explain why not.
You are flim-flamming,
right there.
A bunch of nonsense.
I bet you can't explain why not.
I just explained it well.
I'm talking to Ankh, the betting between me and Ankh.
Pseudo talking a bunch of nonsense. You like a little bitch. You decide who
you're not cussing.
People. Shut the hell up now. I had enough.
We ain't cussing. We ain't cussing though.
Yeah, yo, thanks for having me up here, P. Cedric, due diligence. Man, I think I need a one-on-one with your man Kent. He always talking shit, throwing little slots in the chat. If you want this information smoke, I am back activated. I am activated. I'm accepting all fades. So whatever you want to talk about and you want to challenge, throw your little shots in the chat. I don't do the chat talk. Come up here, speak your piece. Tell me what you want to talk about. Let's get to that. If you don't want to do that, then you can stay in the chat and hide. I am activated. I'm involved. As my man Max B said, I'm involved.
So you said you want to talk about the mathematics. What's the mathematics?
Hey, you can talk about the math. Talk about that Black American math. We can talk about it. I don't care about that.
That's what
but I wanted the FBA smoke, and they not here.
They scared today. I can't believe they ain't come today.
I'm gonna get up out of here. Peace to you. I need my 50 though, bro.
Nah, I can't give it to you.
I know you ain't gonna give it to me, but you
lost that one due diligence. You lost that, bro.
That foot on you. I got my foot on your neck. I'm out of here, man.
All right, man.
You made Cedric knock his glasses off. I'll scratch some more hair off, and I don't know what happened to me.
And they want to double down on the bullshit. It's as if they're like little children. They must get it off. Bro, from the moment you see somebody telling you, oh, slow it down, don't you think it's because we're hearing some nonsense? If you really want to have an intelligent conversation, you dumb nitwit, you would slow it down at a point that we say, oh, well, wait a minute. You're looking at people leaving 50,000 years ago, 60,000 years ago, admixture. They spread across the continent, and when 23,000 years ago, they move out. Sosa just made it clear there was no writing. Your chronology is all over the place, and you can't slow it down because you just need to hear yourself talk. I don't have the patience for that stupidity.
Man. Well, how did we get here, man?
Ankh then scared the FBA away, bro.
Damn. I had them on here too. Full effect. Man, we got 110 people watching, 130 people watching, man. They in the chat, man. They in the chat, man.
They can't be in the chat. That's impossible.
They ain't coming up though. They don't want to come up. Because they don't want to come up. Boss, why you ain't hit that link though, yo? You right here, yo. Why you ain't hit you? Oh, you say you in the bed. Well, we got a good hour and a half in. We actually did, yo. We did, yo. We actually did, yo. What time is it? I don't know. We're gonna get Ron up here, right? And you can have that conversation, man. That's what we're gonna do.
I'm surprised that you unbiased. All is true story and right. You found out the grift and you getting them views. You can tell the truth on that. I'm with you. If you're scamming, brother. It's okay. It's the American way, you heard?
Man, that's the American way, ain't it?
Nah, I think he actually doing it. I think he doing it for like he actually believe in it. That's the crazy part. I don't think he just grifting. I think he actually believe it because he make it sound so good. He make it sound too good.
Oh man.
He's scamming. He's definitely scamming, bro.
He got it together, yo.
You can talk with two sides in your mouth. I don't agree with this. I don't agree with that. That's not true. But they can have their opinion. They are part of it. What is it? It's a scam. It's a flim-flam nonsense. How you gonna be part of something that was created that got three components and decide, well, I only accept one, and you ain't the leader of the thing you invented. Ankh is not the leader of the Real Black Atheist, right? Or the community of skeptics. So the moment I go around calling myself a part of the community of skeptics, but no, I don't agree with the God killer, I'm not an atheist. How does that make sense? These dudes are delusional. Delusional. Nonsense. It's a scam. Gotta be a scam. Ain't got no more flim-flam than that type of nonsense.
Yeah, man. They playing, man. So we know what a non-African is. A non-African don't mean you're not an African, right? A non-African is an African that genes mutated outside of African, which puts them in a category of non-African. And so it's clear that an abundant amount of genetic mutations occurred outside of Africa and would identify that population as non-Africans. Simple as that, man. So it is what it is, man. All right. Yes. Fundamentally speaking, all human beings are savanna African apes. That's what it is. So, man, we had a good show. You got something to close out with, Rob Bourne, man? We're trying to get them to your channel with a high-level education. We done seen y'all go to the African burial ground, Joe. We done seen you on True Story and do your thing for real, yo. Yep.
Nah, I just want to tell people, man, start where you stand, man. Start with the knowledge of self, man. Me. Learn your genealogy, as the Aboriginals would say. I appreciate them for that. Look at your DNA, and then expand your story.
We got somebody. We got some people popping up here now. They popping up. Hey, today, what's up? Would you talk to us?
What's up, bro?
Today, where you at?
Yeah.
Unmute yourself. What's up?
Yeah, Red Son was cooking.
All right, go ahead. Talk about Bourne, yo. Talk to us.
Then you read that wrong?
Read what wrong? Read what wrong, brother?
Ask the question.
I can't hear you. What's the question?
When you showed on SaNeter platform, the population, All that was showing Caribbean dots.
No, it wasn't, yo.
Nah, that ain't true. You can go back and look at it.
I'm gonna do it again.
Yeah.
He was looking at the timeline.
You could do a
When he
simple
moved-
Google, and those
when he moved
12,000
No, bro.
mainly went to where?
South
The
America.
Americas, but not the United States. And Rob Bowen, I know you know that.
Yeah, we know that. No one's denying that.
Okay,
but-
so why did y'all correct Unc?
Correct
You
me
didn't
on
correct
what?
him?
Correct me
Because
on
when
what?
hold on. You got to look at the site, right? So when he started hitting the key, when the time frame starts moving, the dots start going in different places. So what is there to correct? The majority of slaves went to South America, bro.
It's right here.
Okay.
No, look at the dot. You gotta pay a little shaky, bro.
Okay, so homeboy was saying only about what 200,000, 300,000
Yeah.
allegedly came to right the southern belt and stuff like that.
Nah,
So you was disagreeing with that.
yeah, I was disagreeing with the
Okay,
article.
so Rob Bowen just debunked you.
Hold on for a minute, bro. Are you looking at this? Can you see the screen?
I'm looking.
Okay, we come to the 1660s. Watch this.
Okay, where's them dots gone? Are they in the United States?
Look at them. No, look at them. They starting to go in the United States now. Yo, look.
I don't see it.
There is. How you not?
I see one more bubble.
Come on, man. Come on.
Look like it went to the north.
Come on, man. You trying?
Bro, so again.
No. We looking. Look at all the dots going. You see him starting to go there. Look at the time period. 1680. Look.
I don't see it.
Man,
that's like a DNA test at 98%. You talking about 2-3%?
You gonna do this?
Don't make an African, bro.
You don't see all that? You don't see all them going to the United States, yo? You don't see that right now?
2-3% don't make an African.
Look, bro. Look. I'm gonna keep moving the dots. Look,
I don't see. I see them dots in South America, like Rob Bowen said.
Okay. Look at that. Do you see him now, nigga?
Yeah,
you see all the dots going there? Do you see it?
Yeah. That's that.
No. Don't play with me, nigga. Do you see it?
That's that 2%, bro.
Do you see it? Do you see it? How? Watch out. We
2-3% is what?
Look, watch this.
200,000.
Now, look, we going there now. You see the dots? Look. Don't play. Look. Whoa, don't play. Look, here you go. They really going in there, ain't they? Look. 1760s. Look, they going.
You telling a South American story, bro.
Let me tell you this, bro. Look, this is what we're gonna do. Right? I'm
He
gonna
got you on that.
Hold on for a minute.
He got you on that.
Listen, what you're not gonna do is overtalk me. You're not gonna overtalk me.
I mean, so what is your point, though?
Hold on, Rob Bowen. We're gonna go right here.
My point is he cooked them.
No, hold on for a minute. Hey, bro. Listen.
You was all on your Tim
Hey,
trees.
bro, listen. Hey, bro, listen. Can you read yes or no?
I might.
Okay. Read that, my nigga, because this what he used. What'd it say?
It don't matter what he used.
No, it do matter because the nigga thought that it was saying only 200,000 people came to the Americas, yo. Okay? That's what he thought. Duh, nigga, the article's not talking about that.
The founder is on other platforms admitting
bro,
exactly what he said.
Stay right here with this.
Would you correct him?
We're going to stay right here with this for a minute, bro. I'm not going to let you do me like this. I'm saying this is what the man presented. Right? Okay, he thought.
What he presented wasn't good, but he was right.
He thought that 200,000 people only came to Americas using this. That's not true. What it was really talking about was, and it's very clear, we don't got to argue, we don't got to be retarded, bro. I know you used to go on platforms where you can just all out retarded, but if you read this right here, it's clear. It says today, right? It's multi-source database. What is the multi-source database? Right here, the slave voyages, bro. Okay? So they're talking about the slave voyages, right? Currently housed at Rice University. Don't make me get the professor of Rice University on this motherfucker. It says features information.
Slaves, vessels that traveled to the Atlantic.
No, the word is traversed. Do you know what that means? Hold on. Do you know what the word traverse means? If you don't, we can look it up.
Listen, what I'm telling you is
keep reading, bro. Go ahead.
He He probably Googled a quick source.
No, keep
but
reading.
he's right.
No,
on the
bro.
numbers.
You're not gonna do this.
So you reading the numbers, but you don't know the history. So you trying to debunk him with a source, thinking a pseudo dies in the source.
Go ahead,
but Rob Bourne already told you you're wrong, bro.
Go ahead. There go your elbow right there, Rob Bourne. Go ahead, bro.
Yeah, so what is your point of saying it? What's your stance?
My point is that he was telling Ankh that the slave trade voyages database have said only 2 to 3% of the slaves came to the Americas. So he said they reduced it from like 300,000 to about maybe 200,000 now, something like that. Ankh denied the 300,000, any of that. He's saying most of the slaves came to the Americas, like
I
North
didn't
America.
say that, nigga. I didn't say that. The majority of the slaves went to the Caribbean and Brazil, bro. Who are you talking to right now? What I said was, damn source right here.
How did all of them become
the amount of slaves came to America, yo? It was talking about ships. I told you to read it. You wouldn't read it. And I know you can see that right now, yo. Read that, bro. Stop playing with us. Read it. The word traverse is talking about, what does the word traverse mean, bro? Navigating over the oceans, traverse the oceans, going over the oceans. The Atlantic between the 16th and 19th century. They also documented our details on nearly 221,000 individuals involved.
How many of them was white slaves?
Yo, don't cut me off, yo. 221,000 individuals involved with the transatlantic slave trade. It's talking about individuals, yo. It say also including ship captains, yo. The ship captains aren't slaves. Somebody need to drive the damn ships, yo. And the humans they traffic. So they're including the humans they traffic and the captains, right? And
right.
On the website. They just talking about what's on the website, yo.
Are these Spanish vessels?
Okay, yo, you just an ignorant ass nigga. I can't do it, yo.
I
can't do it, Rob Bourne.
Rob Bourne, are those Spanish vessels?
Can't do it, Rob Bourne.
It depends on the year. It's covering. So, what is your grand major point? Are you saying
some of them vessels colored people?
Saying that this source right here is talking about how many slaves came to America, and it's not. The damn source is talking about how much the database is dealing with. And we know this because when I showed you the damn database,
I told you his
database showed over 12.
He presented a bad source, but what he's saying was
he presented a bad source, then he died.
What he was saying was right, though.
So if he wasn't, not based off this source, bro. So get that straight to make sure you're coherent. Then we can talk further. But I refuse to talk to you until you admit the nigga put the wrong shit up. Just say that, yo, and we can move forward. If not, I'm
already conceded that.
Okay, so I'm moving on. I'm getting I bet. Now we can talk. Now, go ahead, Rob Bourne. Talk to him. He can say what he want to say.
So what's your overall? What's the big deal here?
The deal was that he was right about the numbers. Right.
Okay, so for you, what does that mean to you? Are you saying that? Okay, these 200,000 people came here, and there's only 200,000.
Is he saying something, or?
His question was. His point was, how did all of those people, right? How did you get all those Africans, 43 million Africans, out of 200,000?
Okay,
right?
So now,
we could go slow now. My point, you want to run there, we can run there. That's fine. Okay, but the point was he was right, and dominated based on his source, but I'm just saying he was right on the numbers, but the source, he pulled a bad source.
Okay, so what I'm saying is this, right?
Who is he?
Talking about?
Is he here?
No, he's talking about the crazy guy.
No, he wasn't.
You can hear me?
He don't understand how it actually worked, and y'all eat that shit up every time. And no,
Yeah.
there was never any white slaves. So stop that.
There wasn't no white slaves.
No,
In
never.
Africa.
No,
They
never.
enslaved by the Spanish.
No, never.
Is that what you saying?
Go ahead and source up.
We
Source
can
it
hear
up.
you loud
Like,
and
get a
clear.
source for that. Shut me up real quick. Come on, put me in my
Listen,
place.
I don't do the internet
Go
thing.
get a
I don't know
source.
nothing about
Go get a source.
Rob Bourne know what I'm talking about.
No, you don't.
He's well read.
I'm trying to
tell you the same thing, bro.
I'm trying to get to your point. So if you're saying that stuff, right, you have to look at what
Hello?
happened. Oh, I don't think Juju can hear me. Can you hear me, Aunt?
So let me help you
Yeah, I
out.
can hear you. Yeah,
Most
Juju,
of
can
those
you hear
slaves
me?
were in the South and
Juju
Central
can't hear me.
America.
That's why.
No, I'm gonna speak.
Juju, can
I'm
you
speaking.
hear
I'm
people,
speaking.
Juju?
Okay.
Juju, can you hear
You're
us?
stuttering or you're pausing, so
Juju,
I'm
can
gonna
you hear us?
speak because I know what to say.
Juju, we can't hear
Most of
you.
those slaves went to South America, Central America, the Caribbean,
Juju,
right?
Juju,
A certain
Juju,
number
Juju,
came
can
to
you hear us?
America.
Juju?
Before
Calling
you had
Juju.
that transatlantic slave trade, then you had
Man,
the
can't hear you.
He's chastising right now.
then you
No,
had
we
the
can't hear.
inter-slave trade, meaning you had the domestic slave trade, where
Go ahead. Juju, we can't hear you. Juju.
A domestic slave trade
Yeah,
is a nice word for
Juju, you gotta come
enslavement.
back in. Go and
unmute
come
my
back
mic,
in.
Unc.
No,
I just
Juju,
touched
we
up.
can't. Juju, you can't hear. Can you hear me,
Nobody
Juju?
can hear you,
They
Unc.
can't hear
You're
you. I can hear
muted.
you, but I don't
No,
think they can.
no, everybody can hear me, Juju. We can't hear you, Juju.
They
No,
can't
she
hear you.
can't hear. She can't hear us
Juju,
talking.
I can hear her though. I can hear her.
yeah, we can hear you, Juju, but you can't hear us, Juju. Juju.
Yeah, they
Juju.
can't hear you.
Yeah, that's what it was.
Yeah, that's what it was, Juju. I'm not me, Mike. We can't hear you, yo.
Yeah.
I mean,
So
we can hear you, but you can't hear us.
so to the brother that was talking about that, you look at the West Indian slave trade. Millions of those people came from the West Indies to the America. It wasn't just that. So if you're looking at the people that directly come from Africa to there, that number would be somewhat correct. But then you're looking at all of the people that went to Jamaica, Cuba, and all of that came here. So the question now is, are you saying that because those numbers are that, and you're trying to figure out how the 40 million came about, if only 200,000, we'll stick with that number, came there?
Well, that was not my question. That was Red Sun's question.
So
Now,
what is your
wait a
perception
minute,
of
wait
it?
a minute, wait a minute. You're not gonna get away. You're not gonna get
Go
away.
ahead.
Calm down.
We
I'm willing to have
okay.
this little conversation with you, okay? Because you saying some stuff that y'all cooked up a while ago, but
Who cooked
guess
up?
what?
I didn't cook up anything.
Guess what? It's just like Jamaica, New York was Jamaica, New York, right? Jamaica was Jamaica before Jamaica.
What?
Right? They called it Jamaica and all that other type of stuff. They was bringing slaves from New York and them places to the Caribbean. You're not saying nothing about that, are you? So
Bro, hold on. Wait a minute, fam. You got I don't think you really
Western
understand.
expansion was
Yo,
they
hold on.
bringing
Hold on,
domestic
bro.
Indians.
We gotta go slow here. Let's slow
Yes,
down, fam.
yes.
Hold on. So the graph that Ankh is showing you originally how the people come directly from Africa to all of the Americas, right? When
No.
now I entered, yes, that's what it did. That's what he showed you. It's 36,000 voyages that is documented. That's what that's showing. Now you're talking, well, I'm talking about the slaves that went to Jamaica from Africa who came to the Americas. Now you're adding another element that did happen because these people who were causing revolts or problems, they would ship them here back over there. That happened. That's not like what is I'm trying to figure out what is your point here? What are you trying to say? Are you trying to say, hold
you're
on,
trying
wait
to
a
make
minute. Let's go slow. Wait a minute. I need this slow. I want to know. I don't care what you think
just
Ankh
more
said
on
and
your
with
shit.
that. Let's go slow. Come on, brother. Let's go slow here. Are you saying that majority of black people here is not of African descent, that we are majority of us are indigenous here based off of those numbers? I need that question answered, bro.
I can't speak for everybody, right? Just like you can't speak for everybody and say they all African, right? Most things never said the word African in the history books. It said Indian or Negro, and these are reclassified people. That's documented. So
Okay, okay. All right,
you are
so go ahead.
reclassifying them. Are you reclassifying them all as Africans?
No, okay, so I'm gonna ask you another question since you answered this, right? What is the name of the organizations that the Free Black Community created? These are black people on their own What is the name of them?
What is the
Huh?
name of who?
What is the name of the first organizations that the free black community created here?
Define free black community.
The people who were once enslaved and then became free.
I still don't know what that means. Wasn't Indians enslaved?
Dude, you couldn't make it
I'm
more
not
clear.
I'm not talking about a native tribe. I'm talking about free black people,
Was there
the free
a
black
domestic
community.
Indian slave trade of colored
Uh-huh.
people called free colored people?
What did they call
And
their
was they
first
called
organizations?
reclassified as Negro?
No, we're
What
not
are you
talking
talking
about
about? The
I'm
freedmen or
talking,
something?
bro, I'm asking you, what did they call their organizations? What did they call
There was
themselves?
many organizations. Why don't you just come
Rob
out
Boy,
and
you
say
gotta just say
speak
it.
about it?
Yeah, he's
All
gonna
right,
run if you
bro.
don't say it.
Okay. So the first organization is we'll say 1780. That's called the African Union Society. And that's in Rhode Island by Newport Gardner. And this person directly comes from Africa. He speaks his language, and we have their writings right now. And that when he's describing why they're forming this organization, he says, for the Africans and the Providence, we were taken from Africa, blah, blah, blah. Then you have
Who is
Prince
we?
Hall. He's talking about the black people that are there.
And where were they
Hold on.
located?
I'm telling you now. Are you listening? I told you Rhode Island. That's
Okay.
Rhode Island. Now let's
Yeah.
go further. Now you
Right.
have the Free African Society. That's 1787. This is in Philadelphia. Now this person, Absalom Jones and Richard Allen, make this, and then when they make their preamble, we the people of the African race, right? And then you have Prince Hall, who makes the African Lodge.
Right.
And it goes
Right.
all the way down the line. So what
Right.
I'm saying to you is
Prince
this,
Hall
right?
was an
Hold on,
African
wait.
nation, right? Which one
Yeah,
of them was in the South? Which
which
one
one
of
of them
them was
was
in the
in the
South?
South? What you mean? The
Yes.
ones that made no,
Because
you
you
oh
talking
okay.
Amsterdam talk
I'm gonna give it
and
to
all
you.
type of stuff.
I'm gonna give it to you. It's called the
Go ahead, run it.
It's called the African Baptist Church, 1780.
You didn't name
Hold
them,
on. Hold on, bro. His name is George Lyles. What are you talking about? I'm naming them.
no, I'm
So,
talking about the ones you
bro,
named was not in Africa. I mean, was not in
wait.
the South.
I just did. The African Baptist Church is in the South. The African
Okay,
Baptist Church is in the
fine,
South. The
good. A
African Baptist Church.
missionary.
So now what I'm telling you is this, right? All of these people.
Were
Wait,
they missionaries?
whoa. Let's slow down. Wait a minute,
Were
brother.
they
I'm asking you.
missionaries?
Well, no. He wasn't a missionary. Slow
Bro,
down, bro.
stop.
Slow down. Slow down, bro. But we walking with what the people said for themselves, bro. So now, if this didn't occur, the slave trade ends in 1808, right? These dudes, all of these people that are in the black church, how come the whole black community is celebrating the end of the slave trade and they're all writing about it and they're having parades about it? How come none of them are saying that we are not of African descent and we always been here? We are this native tribe and this. How come every single writing that we could look at, they're celebrating the end of the slave trade and they're calling all of their first organizations African? Can you explain that?
Missionaries. That's one, right? Missionary to the Indians, right? You can look that up. The AME Church, missionary to the Indians. Okay.
The AME Church was explain that to me. Slow down. I'm gonna let you build
No,
on that.
just
How is
Google
that?
it. Just Google it, bro.
Hold on, wait, hold on. So the AME Church stands for what? What does the A stand for?
Yahweh claim stands for Methodist. I mean,
No.
African,
African.
bro.
Right.
Okay, African Methodist Church.
I'm
Listen,
not claiming
why
it
the
stands for
cheap
none of
questions?
that.
I don't, do the gotchas and all that other stuff
Hold
and
on,
Let me
Q
everything.
Date.
The
Please let me
African
just it'll be
Methodist Church.
brief.
It could wait
Q
a minute
Date.
though. It could stands for American for all we know,
All right, but
because
Q Date, hold
wait a
on,
minute.
brother. Q
It's
Date, just
It's
listen,
splintered
bro.
from the white group. Then it's splintered from
Hold on.
the white American
But
Methodist Church.
Q Date, can I ask you a question, brother? See now, and me and Rob Bourne have went back and forth, disagreed on a lot of things.
Where
But
you
if I
at,
was to
Gozy?
ask,
You supposed to be neck, Gozy. Hold on. You jumped the line.
I
Gozy,
jumped the
where the hell
line.
you at? Yeah, you
All
jumped
right, my
the line,
bad.
bro. And Gozy, where you at? I don't know. All right, go ahead.
Thank you. I appreciate that. And I apologize for jumping the line. But to the brother Q Date. Now, me and Rob Bourne don't even agree on a lot of issues. But if I was to ask him,
do some so-called Black Americans have Native American ancestry? Which I've asked him before. He will admit this. So today, I gotta ask you the same thing. Will you admit that some so-called Black Americans have African ancestry? Can you at least admit that?
I haven't seen it.
Yo, we done here, bro. You dead, son. You
Listen.
dead, bro. You dead, bro.
I watched y'all
You
ask a whole bunch of.
dead.
Wait a minute, is that a gotcha moment or something?
Yeah,
Y'all
you
ask everybody that
No,
question,
brother, it's
right?
not a gotcha moment.
So
It's
if
just so we, it's just so we can,
so
it's just so we can come to an understanding, brother. Really, because this is part of the problem. We get stuck at an impasse because we won't acknowledge each other's points.
So based on Ankh, right? Could you admit that most of us got some monkey in us?
So what? Go ahead. Say it again.
Bro, could you admit that most of us got some monkey in us?
No, I'm going to admit that
Gotcha.
we never
Okay.
stopped being monkeys. No, we never stopped being monkeys. How about that? Now, I said it, nigga. Yeah.
Yo, man.
Yeah, I said it. I said 40 million years ago, there was monkeys. 40 million years later, you got Homo sapiens sapien. 350 million years ago, there was fish.
Don't let him run, Keep trying to run
350 million years later, there was humans. So what you saying? I'm saying we never left our fish, nigga, and we never left our monkeyness. So your body is a suppository of fish, monkeys, and everything you hate. Because you know what? You're fucking ignorant, nigga. You can't even read, nigga. You stupid as fuck. And I'm done with you now.
Come on, brother.
Now, if brother my motherfucking ass.
My big brother, listen.
Because I'm not hearing that more brother shit.
Your people ain't gonna admit to that, though.
You call niggas monkeys trying to be funny because you're ignorant of said subject matter. It's not even funny when you're ignorant like that. You can't even read, bro. And you coming up here, flim flamming, bim bamming, and you get sick and you call this monkey. So you call this monkey. You call this monkey, nigga. No, I'm not trying to nigga. You call this fucking monkeys through your ignorance and you think it's funny. It's not funny, yo.
Let's stick to the information, though. To date, brother.
I'm making a point, my brother.
All right, go ahead, brother.
I'm not trying to hear that shit. You don't even fuck with evolution and Charles Darwin. That's why you know the fuck you talking about. You don't understand population. You don't understand. You don't understand how population of 388,000 could end up being 40 million. You don't understand none of that, bro. You're not reading. You just in a fucking cult, and I'm trying to save your ass. But go ahead and call it out, nigga. Dumb as rock. You think you're a black Indian or some crazy ass shit. I wouldn't even get this thing. You had to do that wild ass monkey shot. Yeah, leave me out of it. Go talk to the rest of them. I'll cuss your motherfucking ass out. Ignorant ass nigga.
That's cute. Cool out, man. Let's stick to the information. You know what I'm saying?
Smiling nigga, I ain't mad. I'm just saying you just called us monkeys. How the fuck is that ever funny?
Okay, so you could. That's the same. That's
Why?
the same.
No, it's not.
When you talk to people Africans who don't know nothing about Africans,
on this panel,
they think that's disrespectful to them, right?
The only nigga on this panel that think we motherfucking Africans is you, nigga. We not Pan-Africans. We ain't none of that. The Pan-African just left. Juju left.
What do the Pan mean?
You silly as hell. You can't even read and comprehend.
Well, you a diaspora African. Okay, my bad.
Nigga, I'm an African-American Negro, and I'm on your ass because you wild, no dick.
Okay, you're African and American.
No, nigga, I'm a mutated African and American. My genetics say that 70 to 80% of me come from Africa, nigga. I had an ethnogenesis in America. With Native Americans, Europeans, nigga. That's who the fuck I am. You don't know who you is up here getting.
Which part of the
mutation? Did you hear what he just said, though, brother? Respectfully. He just acknowledged.
I heard it.
We
now
have
I'm asking
Native
the question.
American ancestry.
Which part is the mutation?
Hold on, but today, hold on.
Yo, let me get off here, man. Let me get out of here, this ignorant ass nigga. Because you can't even have a real conversation without throwing a wild ass monkey shot, yo. You up here ignorant as hell. You don't agree with evolution. You think you was already here. Yo, you wild for that, bro. Just say, brothers, let's have a good conversation, yo. Have a conversation in good faith, yo.
Apologies to you, Ankh.
Okay, thank you, brother. Let me calm my ass down because I ain't a fucking monkey, nigga.
Okay.
And please let me say one sentence and I'll pass the mic.
And I know African.
All right, but today,
I
just
never
listen.
said you was.
My God.
I never said you was. You keep
No,
saying it.
my brother, I was just making a point to your
But I
man.
never said you was. So you're a black Indian? Answer that question. Is you a black Indian?
I
Answer the
prefer
question.
to use
Don't
the
stomach
word copper.
What?
Copper.
Man, see? So you the disrespectful one on the panel. You disrespecting your whole lineage. You disrespecting everything. Do you know you could be FBA, yo, if you just admit that there was an ethnogenesis, yo, between Native Americans, Europeans, and indigenous Africans that was enslaved, yo, and wouldn't nobody say nothing to you. You be cold in the motherfucker, yo. But the fact that you bring in wild ass pseudoisms, it make you wild and ignorant. It's like you can't read, yo. What the hell is you reading, bro? You're not comprehending that shit. It took you an hour to realize
let me ask you this.
was wrong.
Why are y'all going in on the
It took you
FBA?
an hour to realize that the wild ass friend, son booty boo, right? Put up a wild ass source thing. You finally, after 25 minutes, say, yeah, he was wrong source. That's the first thing should have came out your mouth if you was really intellectual. You'd have came up and said, you know what, that nigga was wrong. Use the wrong source. But I'm saying it was only 388,000 that actually came to North America. I say, brother, you right. But your wild ass came up here and said, yo, yeah, that nigga was right. The nigga wasn't right because he doubted his source. But you don't want to admit that because you ain't got the truth in you, bro. We can have a great conversation right here. Rob Bourne stuck you with some shit. That's an aha moment. Yeah, nigga was an aha moment. But you know what, bro? You don't want to. You don't care.
Rob Bourne said a premise, then asked a question.
Don't care.
On something
Everybody
totally
knows
What
it
are
was
you talking
about 388,000 niggas that came to America. But you act like you don't know it. But what you can't get through your head is, how in the hell is 388,000 end up 40 million? Nigga, that means you ignorant because the answers is right in front of your damn face. And you ain't got to explain it through some wild ass, crazy ass pseudo theory to get the 40 million, bro.
Yeah, I
That's
know.
why you
They was bred like puppies, right?
Nigga, do you know how much Homo sapiens fuck, nigga? Do you know that, nigga? Do you know how much we breed, bro?
Listen,
are you serious right now, yo? Are you just when there's a great food source, plenty of food. When motherfuckers is pushing you to breed even more, dude, are you serious right now? Yo, you can't be crazy, yo.
Could you source up?
Source up what?
On the breeding like puppies.
Yo, how many children you got, yo?
No, source up that the
Yo,
white man was breeding us like puppies.
Yo, how many? I didn't even, nigga, we got plenty like puppies. Look, bro. Yo, we got works, nigga. We got, hey, yo, look, hey, look, we got works. No. You playing, nigga. Here goes source. In my damn hand. Look, in my hand is a damn source. In my hand is a source, bro. Can you not see the source, yo?
No,
can you see it?
That's a good book right there. He don't want to know about population increase and all that. He don't need to know that.
You can't see it.
You don't need to read that book, bro. He don't need that.
I don't see it.
Of course you don't see it. We know you don't want to see it. You don't want to see that.
I know you see it, yo. I know you see it, yo. I know you see that book, yo. I know you see it. Can you read the title, nigga? Can you see the title? Look at it. It's too thick for you. You would never read it. It's too big for you. Do you see that, yo? Okay, so you see that. Hold on.
Yo, you can just read the
now, just read the fucking forward or something, yo, to make yourself happy.
Yeah.
Yo. Do you read the Wikipedia article? Do you see the Wikipedia article, nigga? I know you see it. It says slave breeding in the United States, yo. So you think it didn't really happen, yo? No, it's slave breeding ain't the answer. Hold on. Slave breeding is not the whole answer for the 40 million, nigga. What I'm saying is you had, when they was realizing that slavery was going to be abolished, yo, they started breeding niggas, yo. And for the record, yo, African Americans, Homo sapiens, yo, they love to fuck on regular basis, my nigga. We have a lot of children, especially when the food sources and the water's there, yo, we have kids. You tripping. You bugged out right now.
Let me ask you this. Did they reclassify?
I don't give a damn about classifying how many white people got an Indian mixed up with a nigga. None of that shit is germane to the conversation. You just don't know. It's not germane the fact they misclassify people. It doesn't change the fact. But guess what? You don't even know that because you too slick out the mouth. If you take your time, bro, you can just say, yo, I'm an FBA nigga, and I don't like the word African. That's your choice. And you can say, yo, we was enslaved Africans, we mixed with Native Americans and Europeans, and that's it. And everybody will leave you alone, yo. But you know what you're trying to do, yo? Use a flaming pseudo at this point. You think of it, you talking through your ignorance, bro. You trying to convince us that because it was 388,000 in America, that all of a sudden we was Indians too. Yo, this shit is stupid, bro.
Robo, how much of the is there any accounts of slave stories written by pseudonym people?
No, we have black slave narratives, and it was done by, I forgot the name of the organization, and there was actual people speaking.
A lot of them have pseudonyms.
No, they were saying their real name.
None of them.
Like it's called like we got no. So like we got black Indian slave narratives and we got black slave narratives. And in the black Indian slave narratives, I could pull them up and we could look at them speaking for themselves. They say, "Oh yeah, my father was African. He was telling me about Africa." And then you have the Indians is there. So the point, the reason I framed my bad. The reason I framed that originally, why I asked you,
know, the pseudonym is.
Yeah, it means you're coming under the name of something else, bro. Other than yourself.
Like Harriet Tubman, right?
No, Harriet Tubman. What? What did you just say?
Is Harriet Tubman a pseudonym?
He trolling. He just making up.
Yo, bro. Wow.
And this is the point I was trying to make earlier. Hold on, Tuesday. Hold on, please. Hold on. And this is the point I was trying to make to Tuesday earlier. While we are literally debating about our ancestry, literally immigrants from all around the world are taking over our communities. Really. Just because we're confused.
Are you FBA?
Yes, I'm a descendant of U.S. chattel slaves, bro. Yes.
Chattel slaves?
Yes, bro.
Hey, bro, you did your genie. What's the brother name that's talking? The other guy. What's his name?
Pan Mulattoism, bro.
Pan Mulatto. Not you. I know who you are. The other dude.
That's 2 Date.
Yo, 2 Date. You did your
wait a minute. Wait. Let me talk to the brother real quick. The chattel slave, didn't that come from the slave code?
Hold on. 2 Date, did you asking a lot of questions? Did you do your genealogy, bro? Huh?
Do I need to do my genealogy? My family. I know my family.
You did your genealogy, so you know.
You thought I didn't know who I was, and then I thought I was Pan African, so I had to do my genealogy. Bro,
Pan African is not an identity.
Around here.
Pan African is not an identity. It's not an ethnic group. You can't. That doesn't describe who you are biologically.
I do my family reunions. I do my family reunions. That's
not what I asked you, brother. I asked you, have you done your genealogy? How far could you trace your family back on both sides, bro? Have you done that? Yes, no. Hello.
Have I looked into the to some online records? No.
Oh, so you don't have knowledge of self.
I do have knowledge of self. I know where I come from. I know my people. What are you talking about? First of all,
so what's your ethnic group? What is your ethnic group?
So you saying that people didn't record themselves in Bibles and church records and all that type of stuff?
I never said none of that.
So you just say this online database don't mean nothing. You know what I'm saying?
It don't mean nothing. What is your ethnic group?
Most people in the South was country, right? They lived in the country, right?
Yes.
Where they didn't have contact with people like that. But y'all want to tell this whole narrative, and you was this type of slave. You was that. You had to put your head in a barrel, and come on, bro. That's a generic story.
That's cool. What's your ethnic group?
Most people don't know nothing about that.
What is your ethnic group? What is your ethnic group? Okay, so you a freedman, or you the original Cherokee?
I told you.
So are you saying that there wasn't that freedman wasn't Cherokee?
No, I never said that. I asked you what kind of Cherokee are you?
So why are you making a distinction?
Because there is a distinction. What clan are you? What clan are you? Hello?
I don't know what you're talking about. We was Confederacy,
Bro,
bro.
first off, the Cherokee word is not correct. What is the name of that tribe? It's not Cherokee. That's some European shit. What is it called? You don't know.
What are you
Yeah,
talking about?
press
Hang out,
Google.
hang out with you and all that.
I hear some buttons clicking, nigga. You better use Google.
You talking about hang out with you and all that?
Yeah,
Listen,
okay.
so
And what
come on,
clan are
man.
you? If you
Come
Cherokee,
on.
what clan are you, my nigga?
Listen, just talk and
What
stuff. All
clan
the
are
got
you?
questions and stuff. I open the dictionary, start asking you some words and stuff like that.
Yo, what
Come
clan
on.
are you? If you said that you the original Cherokee, what clan are you, my nigga? They got 7 clans. Which one are you? You cap, nigga. You an internet Indian, my nigga. I'm
What do you mean? Which
classifying
one
you.
are?
What clan of Cherokee are you?
They recognize us as Holly Saponi now. Okay.
Hey yo, son. Yo, you an internet Indian, my
Right.
nigga. You are internet Indian. That's what you are.
Ain't
You're
nobody no
internet Indian,
internet
bro.
Indian, bro.
Yo, Robborn, you know this nigga was trying
Wait a
to
minute. Where
earlier.
was your gotcha moment?
Hold on.
Where
No.
was your gotcha moment?
Hold on a
Where
second.
was your gotcha
Hold
moment?
on.
Explain it to us before you get me.
Hold on a second, bro.
Explain before you get me.
Hold on a second, bro.
Hold on. Just let somebody else talk. I'll let you talk because I know I got a little bit above myself.
I know you got me, but I just need to know how.
Let that man talk, yo. Let
Hold
him
on
talk.
a second, bro.
You talk.
So,
Like
earlier,
let me say this to the audience.
I got you.
I got a little bit above myself, but the ignorance overwhelmed me. Go ahead, yo.
Nah, you good, bro. Man, they be proud to be more. I mean, saying dumb shit. So sorry about the language. But anyways, though, like I said earlier, this dude was basically trying to imply that Walter Plecker was trying to, like, I guess he went and rearrange or change everyone's. You were trying to imply it, bro. That's what you tried to do. All y'all abos and FBA, you all try to imply that Walter Plecker went back in time and changed the identity of all these quote unquote indigenous black folks. That's your whole grift. You never even read the Racial Integrity Act. Go ahead.
The Walter Plecker thing with the classification is true in Virginia.
Facts.
What they do is because it's true that he really did do that. They take that and they try to apply it to the whole United States.
Not only that, but they try to apply it to black people.
The Hollywood is right. The Hollywood is right at the border, right there.
Not
Virginia.
Black people. Black people were Negroes in 1920, and black people were Negroes in 1930.
Facts.
The mixed people, the mulattoes, were mulattoes in 1920 and Negroes in 1930. They were the people like my grandmother on the screen. Her people were reclassified. Black people in totality were not. That's nonsense. Big up Virginia. Stop the bullshit, Shawty. It's too late.
Hold on, chill for a second, bro. The idea is about the Racial Integrity Act. It was self-explanatory. The idea was trying to prevent the white race from being quote unquote tainted by that Negro blood. They wanted to try to keep the white race pure. So anybody who had any type of African ancestry, they wanted to make sure that they can classify these people as black. That was the point.
Let me ask you this, brother. Did the white man reclassify himself in 1790 in them census?
No.
To an American.
To
an American.
Why are you jumping all over?
Was he treated? I'm asking the question.
Now let's go back to your black ass talking about
was they trading with the Americans and then end up reclassifying themselves as the Americans?
Hey, hold on, everybody freeze. Everybody stop for a minute. Hold on,
he jumping all over the place.
You're not ready, son.
Everybody freeze. You got to freeze for a minute, yo.
Are you Shalugi or Sharagi? Which one?
How you doing?
What happened?
Are you Shalugi or Sharagi?
I don't know what you're talking about.
Oh, yeah. Fake ass.
Yeah.
Good night, y'all.
You're talking about
Good night, brother.
Good night.
Okay. Good night, brother.
Good night.
Right.
Damn!
I guess you got me. Now explain to the audience.
Yo, that's what we. Yo, that's what we call an MBK drive-by. That's what we call an MBK drive-by. You've been a victim of an MBK drive-by, my nigga. Yo, you got a victim of an MBK drive-by, bro.
Y'all immature, okay?
Yeah, I admit I'm immature. I admit it. I can't help myself.
Y'all beg for somebody to come on, right? But it's kidding.
Hold on, bro. I ain't begged for you to come on, yo. I don't need you to come on. I appreciate you coming on, but I don't need you to come on, bro. All right, I'm trying to get your thing off. I'm definitely childish. I'm all this shit you just said. I can get real ignorant. Okay? Like I said, your ignorance drove me crazy. I lost my mind for a minute. Appreciate you coming through the show, yo. All right? But you gotta realize, yo, you saying some wild shit, yo. You just don't know it. Everybody ain't lying about this, yo. You scramble, egging yourself half to death, yo. I mean, and then ain't nobody saying that you may have some indigenous ancestors, yo. You feel me? Nothing wrong with that. You might not like the word African. That's dope too, all right? But damn, yo, put this shit together right, yo.
Man, that nigga lying. You can't put a lie together, but so goddamn good.
You was reciting Tim Trees.
Who? I don't know none of that. You got me.
You were reciting Tim Trees to what's his name? The Hebrew apostle. Yeah. So
yeah, you always talking about what this man is talking to somebody else about. We want to talk about what you about. You was indigenous to the key.
Anyway,
you indigenous to the keyboard.
That was somebody, a rapper from Baltimore. That was his line. 8 to 80, blind, cripple, or crazy, whatever. I thought you would have knew about it. Side joke. Anyway,
that's a goddamn regular saying all around.
I thought it was a regular saying. I ain't know nobody from Baltimore.
But he said that. He said that about
you stay in the house,
20 years ago, 30 years ago.
You still indigenous to the keyboard, my nigga. To otherwise,
you ain't never heard that before.
I just want to say that all y'all way nicer than me, because I would be absolutely destroying this dude right now with all kind of names. Because I said I can say y'all way nicer than me, because to me, dude is a flat out fucking moron. He dumber than him. I mean, that's it. I'm just being honest. This dude, I'm not trying to be funny, bro. You're dumber. There are first graders who are more intelligent than you. A lot of first graders, not a little bit. A whole lot of first graders who are far more intelligent than you are. You are an idiot, and you are proud to be stupid. And I'm not trying to be mean. And I'm actually trying to hold back right now, but you are slow.
Give it to me, brother.
You saying that? Why do you believe all this dumbass shit? I mean, I'm not trying to be funny, bro. Look at the shit you believe is dumb. Every little piece of it.
Which part was dumb?
You think you've been reclassified, bro? You think you've been reclassified? You think you are you think you are Cherokee, bro? You think you are Cherokee.
Are Europeans
you don't even know shit about the Cherokee tribe. Or what?
Are Europeans naturally Americans?
Naturally.
Or was the indigenous the American?
No.
Yeah,
no, but it wasn't even called America back then. They're the ones that named it.
Whoa,
Callie, get the fuck out of here.
Don't argue with him. I mean,
I know I ain't gonna argue with this dumbass dude.
I mean, no.
We gonna let him play his game though, bro. So yo, listen, bro. Where's the slave boats the Europeans came on? Because they outnumber us here. I think they indigenous, my nigga. What you think?
Yeah, they didn't have none, right? They're the same voyages that you saying with somebody else.
No. Where are they at? Where them boats at, bro?
What are you talking about? Like the White Star, the Red Line, and all that stuff.
Yeah, those are the Europeans.
Black Star, all that. What are you talking about?
So you saying that the people who came on the boats are the Europeans?
Were there slaves? Again, let's go back to this question. I'm not saying nothing. I was just asking you questions. All right. Now, were they white slaves? Right? Did the Muslims, did the Spanish, right, enslave Europeans? Right? Did they enslave
Wait a minute. You know the Spanish. Hold on. I got to stop you for a second. You do know the Spanish are Europeans, right? You know the Spanish are Europeans, right? Are the Spanish Europeans? Yes or no? Spain is in Europe, bro.
Wait a minute. Wait a minute.
I mean, look at that. You see that? Y'all hear that silence, bro? He did not know Spain was in Europe.
Oh,
he didn't know Spain was in Europe. No, you just found out. That's why he was quiet.
Did you know they used to run the African province?
This is embarrassing.
Did you know they used to run the African province? Oh, you the dumbass. Fuck out of here. You thought you had something, but you didn't.
You think that's
a lot of them.
Would you tell them about the African province, please?
Nah, man.
Stop it, bro.
I'm trying to understand you, bro. I can't help you, bro. Like, yo, listen, man. I'm just trying to see your thought pattern. You know what I'm saying?
The Europeans run the African province.
I don't know what you're talking about.
This kid is a baby.
I don't know what you're talking about. Bro, is the Europeans indigenous to America, bro? Because we don't have that many, we don't have that much numbers of them coming here. I think they are, because if 200,000 niggas came here according to you, and that's it, that means that the black people were always here, and we don't know how many of them niggas came. We didn't got the boats, and them niggas came in here, so they indigenous, my nigga. I'm just saying, bro.
So if you ain't got that, you damn sure ain't got.
He's using the same logic that your dumbass is using.
They came on. How the hell you?
He's using your logic.
The Africans.
He's using your logic against you. That's what he's doing.
And I just used it against him.
Hey,
it didn't work,
bro. Yo, man, that's
crazy,
bro.
You need to stay out the conversation.
So you don't fuck with DNA neither, right? You never took a DNA test, huh?
What DNA? You talking about the one that who was it that they debunked on
60 Minutes? You gonna hit us with the 60 Minutes?
Oh, not the 60 Minute shit again.
Wait a minute. Rick Kittles admitted. The one that Rick Kittles admitted that
Rick Kittles never admitted that DNA test. He never admitted that DNA test were.
Bro, you a liar.
He never admitted that DNA science wasn't legit, bro. Never said that.
Yo, don't
you have a
like
comprehension issue.
Don't play me like no sucker.
Rick Kittles never said that DNA science wasn't sound. He said the scientists sound. Hold on. Listen, let me say this to you. Do you want to understand? Hold on, dummy. Do you want to understand?
They want to know.
Did you know during that time, bro? During that time, there wasn't as many sample sizes. Listen to me, dumbass. During that point in time, those like what? All right, 2006, 2005, right? Whatever, about 2006.
No.
There wasn't the sample sizes. There wasn't as many sample sizes as there is today. Do you know what that is?
No, we ain't cussing, yo. Can you hear me, yo? We ain't cussing, yo.
All right, I'm sorry. Yo, do you know that there wasn't as many?
Come on, yo, you can't do that like that, yo.
I apologize.
Yeah. I mean,
there wasn't as many the sample sizes. There's far more people have taken tests since that time. The amount of sample sizes has increased. The database, the DNA database has dramatically increased since then. Do you understand that? What does that mean? When the database is increased, you understand as the database increased, that the test. Hold on, listen to what I'm saying. I'm not finished. As the database increased, the DNA tests have become more accurate. You understand that, right? Larger database, larger sample size, more accuracy.
What the hell that mean?
It means that they're more accurate now today than they've ever been.
He was not talking about his sample size. He was talking about that junk DNA.
You didn't hear nothing. You don't know what he said because you're stupid. I'm sorry about that. I didn't mean I got to throw that out there, but they say you don't know what he said. You don't have. Right? You have a smart brain. Your brain capacity is tiny.
You got a tough crowd, man.
I know, yo. Everybody, we wild out. We wilding out. That monkey set me off. I wasn't even carrying that way to get the monkey.
Yo, this shit is a problem, Ankh. I can't come back around here no more. I think I'm about to unactivate now. I can't do it. I can't take it.
I know, yo, it's impossible, yo.
Hey, Rob-on, come on. Rob-on, come on home. The war's over, soldier.
Nah, bro.
Rob-on, now you got to understand why I got rid of TikTok. I got rid of IG. I got rid of Facebook. I got rid of Twitter. because of these FBA niggas are crazy, bro. These niggas talking about 50-foot giants. They're talking about transporting. They're talking about transporting to different dimensions. They're talking about all kind of crazy shit. I was like, I can't argue with these niggas. I'm gonna lose my mind. I can't do it no more.
Yeah,
I mean, teleporting and shit is
niggas
crazy.
is crazy, bro. But yo, brother, man, I think you should do your genealogy, bro. I gotta give the Aboriginals a shout out for that shit, bro. Cause I went and did. That shit took me 4 years to do it.
African vote?
I don't know what it's gonna lead you to, but I know what mine's did. No, I'm just gonna. This is everybody genealogy is different. My maternal side, I traced my shit all the way to 1801. I got the slave boat that brought my family in the Bahamas on that plantation that begins my shit, bro. And mine's is different. It's not that fucking Aboriginal. You know, y'all niggas like stealing people's ancestors and shit, like Phoenix Moon and putting a bunch of white. Hold on, let me finish. Let me finish though. Hold on, let me finish. What I'm saying is, I could trace my shit from the DNA of my people to the census records and all the way going back to my mother going all the way down. I could show you the people living in the house to the nationalization records coming from the Bahamas to Florida, my Gullah Geechee connection. I got a couple Cherokee niggas in there. Couple of them motherfuckers in there. I don't know how they got there, but they in there. You know what I'm saying? But at the end of the day, that shit is dope, son. That shit taught me a bunch of shit, bro. But that question, I'll be thirsty to want to show me the boat that your people came. Oh, you fucked up. God dare you ask me that shit. I will pull that. And if it wasn't for y'all, if it wasn't for y'all though, if it wasn't for y'all, if it wasn't for y'all, son, I would have never did that shit. I would have never did it. It took me 4 years, almost 4.5 years to fucking looking through that shit, yo. And you gotta, and now they got that ancestry shit is, bro. They got, bro. You gotta pay some shit every month now, huh? Even to look at your DNA type shit, they didn't change this whole shit around. They want your money, bro.
They want your bread.
Yeah.
The Indians came up.
They got you. They got you.
Look, man, we 2 hours and a half in, yo. I've been rocking for a minute, man. Hey, look, check this out, man. Keep coming back to date.
Unc need to do his genealogy, okay? Because he don't claim no American.
I do. That's not true. That's crazy as hell, yo.
Oh, you never said it, man. You be like, oh, you be on the African.
No, yo, my man, I know my great grandfather, yo, Isaac and Stanford and George, yo. I know them, yo.
Where they from?
What you mean, man? From South Carolina, yo.
Oh, okay. Oh, you right on the coast.
I showed you my genealogy right here. I got all their names and everything. I showed you a picture of them. I read it.
Oh, that's it.
It was slaves. Remember I did all that?
Nah, I missed that. Let me see the picture.
What?
Nah. So you can steal niggas' ancestors, my nigga. Nah.
Is that how they do it?
Yeah, son. Them niggas be stealing niggas' ancestors, bro.
Listen, where's the Hollywood from?
Oh my God, yo, y'all.
Who?
Yeah, fun.
Hollywood.
I don't know about that.
I don't know about that. I'm just saying, brother, yo, for real, son. If you do that shit, your parents gonna get hype over that shit.
Laughing, like, so you don't even know what it is.
Nah, Rob. We used to happen on TikTok, right? These Abo niggas, what they used to do is they used to go to the Native American live streams over there on TikTok, and they would show their ancestors, their grandparents, and then they would put them on that tree.
Yeah, that shit is crazy. That's why with them, that's why with them, I'll be real clear on that because I did it and I know how it go. I'm like, nah, nigga, we starting from your what line you showing me? All right, I want to see that census record of those same names of the people that live in that house. Once you do that, them niggas dead, son. They just be doing some shit where they take somebody's last name and just put that shit. These niggas talking about they go to 1500s, huh?
That's crazy.
Oh, talking about we black Europeans. These niggas adopted the Hebrew shit. My nigga talking about King James, man. These niggas just crazy, huh?
Yeah, they got to go on the Spanish records for all that.
They crazy, bro. Them FBA niggas be doing that too.
I tell you what. Rob Bourne, I appreciate you coming through. When y'all striking up the channel again, yo, what y'all doing?
Let me see that picture before you bounce, man. Let me see your picture.
Nah, don't show your picture, you gonna steal your shit, bro.
You might screenshot it.
Yeah, you steal your ancestors.
Listen to him, man. Look, we appreciate everybody coming through. It was a great show. Got a little heated a little bit, then we calmed it back down again, man. Make sure y'all like and subscribe, man. It's important right? Hit the like button to keep us in the algorithm, yo, so we can keep bubbling with this good information, man. Hey, look, brother, I respect you for coming up here with some heart, yo. I appreciate
Yes, sir.
it. That's hard. I can't hate on you. That's hard, yo, because this is a hostile territory, bro. Feel me?
Yes,
Now,
sir.
let me apologize to you. I can't. Let me apologize to you for cussing on your channel, man. That's not what I should do. I don't feel bad for doing cussing that dude out, but I apologize to you for disrespecting your channel. I don't.
Yeah.
It's hard for me. That's why I try to stay out of. I try to stay out of these spaces, man, because I can't take that, man. They piss me off, bro. I'm trying to tell you the ABLs, the FBA,
They don't
all
argue
these
from
cats,
good
man.
faith.
They're annoying, bro.
They don't argue from good faith, yo. I just get mad when they start calling us monkeys. That get me, that kind of get under my skin because I understand it. You know what I mean? I understand where it come from a place of hate, yo. But he did apologize.
Yeah, son, that shit
I
is
mean,
a
like
real.
that's a lot, yo. You know what I'm saying? So that's, you know, but as far as him thinking he got a right to think all that, yo.
No, but Africa's the trigger word, though. When you say Africa, you know they going crazy after that. When you say anything Africa brings out the worst in these people. You can't say nothing Africa. They get angry and they get disrespectful immediately. Just say
Well, you
Africa
believe
and
in
they just complete
ethnogenesis.
disrespect.
Why are you calling them Africans? Why are you stuck on the African word?
Who's up here, bro? I'm African descent.
Yeah, we descend.
I'm African descent.
You're not ethnogenesis. You're not African no more.
I just said I'm African descent.
Yeah, you don't hear him saying that?
You know what that is?
He
But
descended.
you had ethnogenesis.
Yeah.
Oh my God, bro, this is ridiculous.
Did the white man have an ethnogenesis? Did the Chinese man have an ethnogenesis?
Not in America. They did not.
They
had an
indigenous to
ethnogenesis,
America,
right?
bro. They indigenous to America, bro.
So they're not African no more, right?
Yo, bro, we
Because
don't even have the
y'all say
slave.
all people come from Africa.
Yo, bro,
I
we
just
don't
don't
have
get
the
it.
boats. We don't got the boats. The European came over here, so he's indigenous, bro. That's what I'm sticking to. Until you can show me the boats that the European came on, he's the real Native American, my nigga.
The guy from Slave Voyages admitted that there was black Spanish on navigating some of them ships. You do know that, right?
Y'all know what he said, right? He talking about black Europeans, bro.
I don't even care, man.
Bruh.
What's up, Gozy? Hold on, man. Let Gozy get in there. He's up here early. He ain't get in. What's up, Sufi?
What's up, bro? I was just listening to it. I thought it was just funny, man. You know, these guys keep coming in. How do you explain how all these white people got here in North America? It's 235 million white people in North America.
They indigenous. And Gozy?
I could explain it, but you explain it.
How do you explain it? 235 million white people. You asked the question, how is it 40 million African Americans? How is it 230 million white people?
All of them were slave masters too, right?
Who? All who were slave masters?
Huh? Yeah, every white person was a slave master. That's how y'all act.
No,
I'm asking you the question. How is it's 235 million white people in North America in the United States. How did most of the United States become 200? How did they accumulate to 235 million? How did they get here?
Bro, what kind of question is that, bro? Are you serious?
How did they get here? You asked the question, how did all the Africans from a few 100,000 become 40 million a day?
Like Rob Bowen said, I guess they're indigenous, bro.
Yo,
hey, that's funny right there.
Yeah, you.
Well, you know, he was just saying that black folks that we were just talking about the black Europeans. A lot of y'all, I don't know if y'all saw it. He was trying to say the black Spanish. who the black Spanish, bro? Tell us who the black Spanish were.
No, because he claimed that he was the indigenous. Now he's saying the white man is the indigenous.
Damn. So it's got that's a hard ass sell, yo. I don't know how y'all gonna sell that, yo. Yeah, and y'all can't get that off nowhere but on YouTube, yo.
Yo, I'm just saying, they gonna keep talking about the slave boats. They gonna talk about the slave trade.
Before 1492, Robborn, Spain wasn't that like, and it wasn't called Spain, but wasn't that like what they call Africans?
No. Why would that be called that? What do you mean?
The Moors and all that stuff, wasn't those supposed to be North Africans and stuff?
Yeah,
They didn't come.
they got reconquered. I mean,
Okay,
it's called the
in
Reconquistadors, bro.
1492, right, with
Uh-huh.
the snap of a finger, right, that whole
Hmm.
continent turned what color?
What continent? Europe?
Huh?
Al-Andalusia?
We
The
talking about the Iberian Peninsula.
coast? What do
Huh?
you
Dude,
what do you
hold
What are
mean?
on,
you
hold on.
talking about, bro?
He trying to sell the Black Moor game. The Amazigh people that
Oh,
went up
you
there.
trying to say once again? That's what you
Yeah,
talking about the Black Spanish. That's where you
yeah,
going with the Black Spanish.
bro. Those people,
Ain't nobody going nowhere, bro. I'm asking you a
The
simple question.
Amazigh people or the Berbers were not Black Africans. They were not Black Africans mainly. They were not mainly Black Africans. Those people are not black. They're not Black Sub-Saharan Africans. So what? So if a few Moors went into Spain in 711 A.D., those were not Black Africans. They were Africans, but they wasn't what we would classify as Black Africans.
I don't know, bro. Hey yo, bro, man. So you down with the black European shit?
Did I
I
say
don't know,
that?
bro.
I asked you a
I'm
question. Y'all the ones trying to steer the conversation. Oh, he's saying, oh, oh, he's saying, bruh, I ain't say nothing. I asked question.
okay. You asked before 1492. Those are white people over there. Next question.
Okay, that ain't what historians be saying.
Hey man, the age of discovery, all that shit. But here's the
Okay,
issue, right? Here's the issue, right? Prior to them discovering America, was Portugal and all those places in West Africa?
what do you
Huh?
mean?
Were those Europeans in Spain, in Lisbon and all that shit over there, were they in West Africa
Which
before they
European?
discovered them?
Which European? You talking about the Romans, the Roman
No,
Catholic?
man, we talking about Spain, bro. You want to call them Roman Catholics? Fine, call them that. I don't care. We talking
Talking
about
about
the
like
same
Ferdinand and
area.
all of them who took it over?
No, this is before that, bro. I'm talking about
So
before
ask your question
1492.
again. Okay, before 1492.
I'll go to
Go ahead.
1440s. Before they discovered America, was those Europeans in West Africa? Yes or no, bro?
Yes.
Hello? Okay.
Yeah. Yeah,
Okay.
they've been enslaved.
Who was enslaved?
Who was a
Hello?
slave? Who was a slave? Who was a slave?
Europeans
Let
was being enslaved.
Oh, whoa! You said Europeans were enslaved where? Who enslaved the Europeans? Who enslaved the
All right,
Europeans?
listen. If you don't know that, then
No, no, no,
the
no, no.
slavery
Tell
was
me,
all around the world.
who enslaved the
Then we're not
Europeans?
having a conversation, bro.
No, no, no. Who enslaved the Europeans?
If you don't know that, bro,
No,
Rockborn,
tell
stop
us,
playing.
tell us, bro.
Rockborn,
Tell
stop
me, man.
playing
I'm
dumb
asking you,
and stuff. And would
who
you check this
enslaved the
thing?
Europeans?
I know. Come on, these are kiddie
I'm
questions.
asking you, who enslaved the Europeans?
Nobody enslaved them, bro.
You just said they were
All right.
enslaved.
They
I
were
know,
never
I know,
enslaved. They were
I know
never enslaved.
Uncle about to close the show now, but I just got this one important question. This is something that I ask all of y'all that have that ideology. Has your
What's
family ever
ideology?
your ideology? Has your family ever been
What's my
enslaved?
ideology?
The one that you're talking about now, bring it to us. Has your family ever been enslaved?
Yes, I actually
Not
have.
that I know of.
I
No,
actually have my
no,
grandmother. My grandmother spoke
No, no,
about
no,
no.
no,
she was
no,
interviewed
not
with a.
you. I'm talking to him. I'm
Listen,
talking not you.
Oh,
we come from the country, bro, and all that stuff y'all talking wasn't there. You know what I'm saying?
No,
Every
I'm
house
cool. Whoa,
is
whoa, whoa, whoa,
miles
whoa.
apart.
I need go slow. So was your
We
family ever enslaved? Were they
we
on
from the country.
plantations? Okay,
No.
you from the country, so
Wait a
you
minute.
was
What's a
never enslaved.
plantation? What are you talking about? Where they grow
Okay.
farm vegetation and all that type of
All
stuff?
right, bro. I'm talking about a slave
Before
plantation.
refrigerators, everybody had a first of all, the word plantation comes from where?
I don't know, bro.
As far as America, right? Because it was a colony plantation. Any European came over here came on a plantation.
All right, cool. I'm
You do
cool
know
with you.
that, right?
All right, wait. I just want to understand your answer. Was your family enslaved in the South by the Europeans? Yes or no?
Was they on a colony plantation?
I
No.
don't know what they was never enslaved.
They was in Indian territory, not on a
Well,
colony plantation.
okay,
I don't
were
know what
they
you're talking
enslaved?
about.
Okay, brother, I'm asking you, were they enslaved on the Indian plant? Were they enslaved? Yes or
No,
no?
no.
Right. Yo, check this out. When you have this conversation with them, this is how we know it's a psychological thing, right? because they don't want they think whenever you talk about an African is dealing with slavery and that we was some kind of pussy dudes. When you ask,
First of
I'm
all,
talking to I'm talking
wait
to
a minute.
I'm talking to
Time out.
Come on,
Let me
brother.
just say
Wait a
this one
minute.
thing.
Come
I
on,
know
bro.
No, you
well
talking
that
to me
Indian
though. No,
slavery
you gonna
happened.
say one thing in the middle of somebody talking to me.
You can have it now. So I'll be asking them this, and I'll be like, "Yo, was your family ever enslaved?" And they be like, "No." And I'll be like, "Okay, so how you don't know your language? How you don't know your spiritual traditions? How? Oh, nah, well, they were colonized. Okay, so what does that mean? Oh, they taught us, the European. Okay, but you was never enslaved. When you ask any of them this question, they gonna always tell you no, that their family was never enslaved. That right there let me know that it's something psychological
Right.
because of the history of
Yeah.
slavery,
There wasn't no
and
trade
that's what
language.
it is.
There wasn't no
All right,
trade language.
All right, so let me
that's
do
it.
this, man. We had a
What's that?
conversation
There
about.
wasn't no trade
Hold on
language,
for a
right?
minute, bro. Let me get this in. We always got throw some knowledge in the thing with sources. So I want to deal with the African American demographics growth from 1619 to 2025. This was a question on the show. I want to answer this question.
1619. There he go.
So I'm gonna show you how you get from 388,000 enslaved Africans to 40 million descendants. I'm gonna show you how you get there, yo. Science will always answer the question. So step one, 388,000, right? This for all my FBA brothers.
Give me the methodology.
Right? So we don't all go over the 388,000. That's a good number. So you go from 388,000 to 4 million from 1619 to 1860. Now, that's a time span of 240 years.
1619, where at?
Come on, man. Listen, relax.
Virginia?
You got to relax. Just relax. Just relax.
Okay.
So take your time. Don't fight it.
Yes, sir.
Right now. It's a time span of 240 years. Required growth rate. Understand what a growth rate is. 1.6 to 1.8% per year. See? Now watch this. That matches historical fertility and mortality patterns. So we're using fertility and mortality patterns. This is all scientific.
Yeah.
Now watch this.
Mathematical equation. Go ahead.
Yo, you cannot talk through the presentation. This is a no talk zone. Ask questions after the presentation. U.S. enslaved population, let's say, grew naturally, unlike the Caribbean and Brazil. We at step two now. 4 million to 40 million from 1865 to 2025. Time span, 160 years growth rate. 1.2 to 1.3% per year. High fertility in the late 19th and 20th centuries. There's a reason for this. We're going to get to it. There's a decreasing mortality across the 20th century. Why? There's things like vaccines, things like better medicine. See? Now watch this. Post 1965 immigration added 3 to 5 million. Here you go. No extraordinary demographic mechanisms needed. Real easy. This is easy. Okay? Genealogical reality. At 10 to 12 generations, each person has thousands of ancestors. I'm going to say this again. At 10 to 12 generations, each person has 10,000 of ancestors, thousands of ancestors. Even 20% survival of childbearing per generation scale population upward. Growth does not require every enslaved ancestor to appear in every lineage. The summary, how 388,000 to 40 million? High birth rates under slavery. We know they had high birth rates under slavery. Why? Because it meant more money, more bodies, more money, right? So they speeded it up. Lower mortality versus Caribbean and Brazil. We know the life expectancy in the Caribbean was like 1 year, maybe. Hard forced labor. Watch this. Forced reproduction policies. Did they not have forced reproduction policy? Yes, they did. Domestic slave trade, 1 million relocated. Post-emancipation demographic expansion. 20th century medical improvements. Immigration effects. Told you about that. Population growth from 1619 to 2025. You see the graph right here. Estimated growth of African descendant population in the U.S. We see that. We see the year, right? We see the population in the millions. We can see as we get to the 1850s and 1900s and medicine get better, vaccines, all that, you see it's start to be a boom. But we can get to this number, yo, without no trickery, without no foolery, and you can actually check it. If you get scientifically literate, you can feel, how in the hell did they do that? We don't need to make this up. Here's our sources. Y'all familiar with this, the Translated Slave Trade Database. Ellison Richards, Atlas of the Translated Slave Trade, Yale. Fergal, Time on the Cross. We got Peculiar Population Historical Methods. Speculators and Slaves, Tatman. So there you go, ladies and gentlemen. That's how we get to it. We don't got to play around here, man. We don't got to do no trickery. We ain't got to fast talk nobody. Yo, we just got to say scientifically literate, yo, to get these answers, man. It's not actually that hard, man. We got to make sure we stay solid at what we do and how we doing it. It is important, right, for African Americans or whatever you decide to call yourself, that don't stand there and look crazy at the end of the day, because we don't got to be crazy. We don't. We can just use scientific literacy to get those answers. Raw Bone, go ahead and close us out, man. What's on your mind? Talk to us, brother. Good to see you back in the fold of beating these pseudos out. Close
Yeah,
us out.
man. Just keep reading, man. Bro, y'all niggas, y'all gotta stop this shit, bro. Y'all gotta stop. You just gotta read, bro. All y'all gotta do is read, bro. That book right there, I got that in the PDF. You know that. And you know I could just throw that shit in ChatGPT. Yo, give me this right here, and it's gonna just tell us everything we need to know.
Everything.
Know what I'm saying? So it's like, bro, y'all want the books, you know I got them shits. You know we got like over 10,000 of these fucking books on this subject, on all of it. Just read, bro. Like if y'all gonna come, make the argument fun, bro. Come with some shit. Like if I was an FBA, I could come with some crazy shit and read and make the conversation fun. Like the dude that the first black person that made a patent here in America. He said something about this conversation that we having here. And it's interesting how he starts it out. I'm saying he basically says that our nativity is America. This is the land of our birth. This is the place our fathers basically toiled and soiled. We know of no other country except here, America. He said we've been here for centuries. And through those centuries, what happened? We took on the customs and the things that happened here. But he said the only difference between us and the European is that one came in voluntarily, us, and the other one came that. Then he said something real more interesting. He said to call us African would be to call a European. Both stands out the same. So I'm summarizing that off the head, but he wrote that in 1828. And this is something that they're having an argument about as far as this American colonization society. And there was people who were for colonization and people who were not for it. And when you listen to that, that's this whole conversation in a nutshell. They're not telling you that their roots don't come from Africa. But he clearly said, we don't know that country. Our habits, the way we eat, everything is American. But our family was forced in slavery here. You can't erase that. And it seems like when we having this conversation, y'all kind of want to erase that. No one is telling you don't look at the American experience and look at that. But if we're going to claim a lineage and we're going to claim this shit we talking, our ancestors wrote it, bro. And unbiased, you claim that you was sleeping, you're in the chat typing. That means if you was in the chat typing, that means you could have jumped on here. That means you know the God was up here. You scared to death to come up here. What?
If Ankh will put it on the screen, if he wants to, put color conventions, Negro color conventions. It is a digital site that has from 1831 all the way to 1899 of everything we're talking about. And when you get to this title, African, yeah, there was an argument about that. And there was a person named William Whipper. And he came around and he was like, listen, we got beef with this American colonization society. They trying to get rid of the free blacks. Being clear here, the free blacks. Why they want to get rid of the free blacks? Because these are the ones who are trying to liberate those people who are enslaved. They're not accepting their new freedom and the money that they have and want to stay amongst themselves. No, these dudes is choosing to free the people. They're writing this shit down. We can see the meetings. And he said one thing. He said, yo, we not messing with this title African anymore. Because if we mess with this, it's showing that we coinciding with this colonization society. And from that date, they stopped naming their institution African. But why? Because they not from there. They some different kind of people. No, it was a political thing that was going on, and they decided to redefine themselves based off of something that was harmony. All of this stuff is here. You can see that shit, huh?
The whole digital shit is there. That shit right there, I'm nowhere near done with that, bro. I only read the first 5 because this dealing with immigration as far as we wanted to go to Canada. And we went over there, the niggas tried to build a college and the Europeans ain't want them over there. And then they're like, yo, bro, this shit ain't gonna work, bro. Then dudes like, yo, all right, let's go to Haiti. Well, we got a black country over here. Niggas went over there, that shit didn't work. Then, all right, what's happening with Sierra Leone? Yo, niggas is going over there dying, getting sick, son, catching some shit, bro. And the Europeans are still running that. They said the black people could run it, but when they went there, they lied to them. They tricked their ass. So that ain't working. Liberia, everything I'm telling you is in here. And this ain't no white people. See, here's the thing with you aboriginals, and I'm only giving you what black people said for themselves in the time frame. This ain't the Bible and the Quran.
We read a lot of that, bro.
No, you didn't. No, you have not. No,
you're
y'all
gonna
don't.
come to that same conclusion. They talked about
No, man, he
race traits.
go to dive in here like that, yo.
Yes,
No,
sir.
you don't. You never read that. You never even seen this site in your life. This is the first time you saw this. You never saw this before.
Yeah, this is the first time I've seen the site.
Exactly, and I want you to go look at it and look at what.
But a lot of the readings I'm familiar with.
Nah.
Frederick Douglass said something similar.
Cool. So now, yeah, he said that's a different conversation. But now you got black Native American people who are part of Native tribes. They talk about who they are. They tell you, I'm a part of this tribe, blah, 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 blah. There's no hiding. There's no we've been misclassified. These people are not saying this. So I just challenge y'all to look at what black people, if you don't like the white man science, you hate DNA, fine, fuck it. You got it, bro. I'm not gonna argue about the outer African theory with you. You got it, my nigga.
Yeah, that's
let's do the part that you niggas like to do. What did the black people say? Now let's look at what the black people said. And then, they were coons, they were colonized, and da-da-da-da-da. Call them whatever you want. Oh, they were Masons, they was this. Look at the works that they did for black people. Now, if you see the works that they're doing, meaning that these people did something that bro, they was waking up. They woke up, breathed, and lived for freedom of black people, bro. When you read this shit, it's so powerful. Now I understand why they don't want us to know this shit. Because it's like, it makes you look at your life and be like, damn, son, I'm not on the level. I'm nowhere on the level, son. These dudes is on some whole other time. And they're fighting the European on every aspect. And if they did something wrong, then they be like, we fucked up. We should have did wild on you, son. They was wilding on black people. They was definitely wilding on them. I'm like, you want to fuck with that ACS shit? Niggas tore the James Brown's worm. They ripped this whole shit down. You a disgrace to the black community. You want to send us to Africa? Fuck you. Boo, boo, boo. They violated them, son. Violated the store and all that, son. But this is our story. This is our story, bro.
And a whole
curriculum. Just read it, bro. That's all I'm challenging y'all to do. Make this shit fun, son. Find some shit and make it fun. Because if it's boring to me and y'all saying this stupid shit, I can't do it, bro. But that's my thing. That's what I had. That's my closeout, man. Be what black people wrote for themselves.
Oh, I gotta get them that. I'm gonna put this in the chat for y'all. Put this in the chat for y'all, man. Y'all hear Raw Born? This what he do. He do this shit for real. This ain't.
And right on the website, Sanko for Bird, right there.
Oh no, you adding some shit. You adding this stuff, gut shot in for no reason, yo. Shit, put the Sanko.
That's your site, Robert?
No, this is site.
Hey, he said put the link in the chat. He said put the link in the chat.
What link? What link?
The link to the website is the I'm actually on it right now too. And it's the colorconvention.org. Colorconvention.org is the name of the website.
Yo, that shit crazy, bro.
Colorconventions.org.
Yeah, I gotta
And
understand what all that shit is just to
and
get
I got
started
so
with it.
mad. I got so mad at True Story, and I'm like, yo, bro, you read all of this shit? How you know all this shit? I'm reading this shit, thinking I'm catching up to this dude. He like, oh yeah, that's on page da da da. I'm like, all right, I can't fuck with this. Let me just go back in the hole and hide, yo. Yeah, son.
Nah, but that's what it's all about, though, bro. It's all about learning over time. And all I can say is about to salute to y'all, man, because y'all motivated me, right, to go through and continue to learn and learn and learn and learn. So working on science, learning science, learning history, right? It's like always trying to improve. Like me personally, I'm reading books, I'm reading journals, I'm reading history. I'm talking about primary sources. I'm doing this shit. I'm doing this every day. So let's put it this way: so once a week, I'm completing a book. I complete one book every week. Actually, I be reading 2 books simultaneously, right? So I'm constantly just reading. That's why one of the main reasons why I got off of social media, on top of just wanting to get away from the crazy stuff. I wanted to learn even more. I wanted to put more effort into learning more information. So the best thing I did was disconnect from social media and literally go dive in. And I've learned a whole bunch. I'm talking about a lot of stuff, man.
I agree with you, brother. I ain't had social media in about like 5 years now, so I agree with you.
Man, it's healthy.
Yeah,
Yo, how you when you close out, tell us how you go about studying what you doing. Like, if you reading, like, do you read the whole book? Do you pick a subject? How you do that?
Oh, I got a lot of I use textbooks, right? I realized that the textbooks got the most sources, and they didn't already went through a lot of other material to get to establish consensus. And so that's what textbooks have. And so if you want to learn about African Americans, man, you get the textbooks, right? You get the anthropology books. So because we talking about the people, so you get the anthropology books, right? And you're looking at anthropology books and look up the African Americans, and it's going to talk to you, going to show how you got there, right? Like, for instance, I could just show you real quick here. If people say a lot of things out their mouth, and this is one thing that I would say the FBA, they say this all the time, right? Watch this. Y'all think y'all done came up with something that anthropology don't already know. Y'all way behind them people. They spend millions of dollars. I'm gonna come right here. Watch this. This in the textbook. While y'all thinking y'all saying something brand new, they already established it in the damn textbook. So I'm gonna come here. All right, hold on. Let me get here. Share my screen, right? Let me share my screen. Let me show you what I like to do. We always talking about, well, in Africa, they call you this. They treat you like a white person. Okay, so we can look it up in the anthropology book. So here's the anthropology book right here. Great resource. I'm going to come here, and I'm going to type in the word African American, right? Look, African American, and use it as a reference book, yo, right? To get you where you want to. That way you ain't saying crazy shit out your mouth, right? And I want to come to the section of, watch this. Find the word African American. Basic search. This is easy work right here, right? I'm going to come right to the section right here. Let me get it. I got it on my phone. Watch how I get to it. All right. When I actually want to get the page, hold on, 300 and something. Remember by memory. I'm going to get the page 300 and something. Hold on. Let me get this right. All right. Y'all going to be surprised. I want to go to page 362 for real, right? Hold on. No, 15. We'll go 15. Hold on. I'm going to do this. All right. That's how we do this. Let it load up. See if we can get here. All right. Oh, so we come right here. I'm gonna make this a little bit bigger. Y'all see it, right? What it say? Ghana's uneasy embrace of slavery. The spore, right? What the hell? I know they always saying that. They say this to you in Africa. Let me see what the anthropology I say. God damn it. Shit, I was right there. Hold on. Let's get back to this. God damn it. All right, so let's get right to it. Right. Let's see what it say. So we can read it right here. It's always statements made about how they treat us when we go to Africa. Let me see if there's any truth to it. Let me find a real credible source. It says human diversity is perceived and classified in specific cultural contexts. This account describes, watch this, efforts by Ghana to attract African Americans to that country as tourists, retirees, and permanent residents. Also discussed, I'm right here, also discussed are the identity issues that African Americans face in Ghana, where often, no matter how dark their skin color may be, they are, equated with white foreign tourists. We hear the FBA say it all the time, right? But can they support that? And can they keep it in context, which is important? They overwhoop the shit, though. But can you put it in context? They think they saying something that anthropology ain't already looked at. They don't got the millions of dollars of study. They don't got that. It says Ghanaians apparently focus more on nationality and class than on skin color and classifying African Americans. So see, this is why they make that statement. Y'all just think they saying it because they hate us. No, they saying it because they don't even do the skin color thing. It goes on to say, we see how racial and ethnic classifications can depend on, social cultural factors such as class and nationality, as well as biological factors such as skin color. Our common racial ethnic labels such as black or white also encompass a range of gradation in skin color. Think of the variable skin shades of people you know within each of the following categories: white, black, African Americans, and persons of color. So there you have it. So yeah, they do say that, but what's the reason behind it? You can find this all in anthropology. There's no need to play this wild game and fight amongst each other, man. That shit is crazy right now. You can just go look at it. It's right here for you. I use textbooks to understand. This is how you do this. Very simple. Read a damn textbook. Go to the beginning of it, pick out the subjects you want to know about, and read the shit. Is evolution real? Well, you can read it. It's all there. African Americans, it's all in the damn thing. So that's how I get to it, Raw Born. I go to a damn textbook, bro.
Yeah, that's what's up, man. And I got one more thing for the people, for the serious people in the chat. I got one more thing for you to put up. Put this up right here. Put these words like it is, like the word read, like R-E-A-D, and then put E-X next to it. So put R-E-A-D, like the word read, put E-X to it.
Hold on, R-E-A-D, put the what next to it?
E-X.
E-X.
And then, then put a space bar and put Black Authors 1556 and put that on the screen.
A space bar, Black Authors?
Yep, and put 1556 and it should just pop up and then you click the link.
Black Authors 1556.
Yep, and then you'll see the site pop up. Tell me what that is. Put that on the screen.
Let me see. Imprints. Read that.
Yep. Yeah, put it on the screen for the people. Or you can hold it for yourself. You ain't got to put it up there, but
no, I'm putting it up there just for the people. This ain't for me, shit, nigga. Yeah, for the people. I'm putting it up there. Hold on. Let me share the screen. This ain't for me, it's for the people. All right, right here. Correct?
Right. Yep, right there. Now, go to the summary part and just read that one little line there. Or when you scroll down a little bit, it's going to just tell you what it say right there.
Learn what makes this product unique. Right there.
Yeah, where it says authors, right under there. Let me see what it says.
More than 55 works by
right there.
authors.
What it say?
More than
It says
55
African
works.
or African American descent. Wow. See?
Where y'all at? Where y'all reading that?
Right there, under summary. Right where the bullet
Where it says download the flyer, look what it says. More than 550 works by authors of African or African American descent, a glimpse into the creative efforts of Black authors over 3 centuries, expertly compiled by curators of Afro-Americana imprints collection, created
you
from
you can stop right there. You can stop right there. And this right
curated.
here, any book you read or any encyclopedia, they go into the primary. In this, the titles and the primaries is from the 1500s of Black people writing all across this shit about our experience. Now, this whole African American thing is a specialization. Just like whatever you study, this is going to be something that I'm going to be looking at for the years until I probably die. Because there's no way you can't learn all of it. It's not that it's impossible.
Yeah,
but
exactly.
the point is, if we having this conversation and y'all keep talking this FBA shit, I'm going to use Black people. Stick to the lineage. And if you want to skip the Black authors that are writing in Europe and the different places, then stick to all of the ones that are writing in America. You can pick it, you can have it however you want it. But guess what? All of this shit is about Black people. The primaries. The primaries. You ain't got to read nobody's interpretation, because when you buy a book, all you doing is buying somebody's interpretation on the primary. You can skip all that shit and go straight to the primary.
That's a fact.
So,
This is collegiate. This is collegiate level stuff.
When you fucking with these MVK boys, this is what we be doing, and this is how we be killing y'all niggas. Because this is what we using. I don't gotta look up no website, no DNA shit. I'm just gonna pull up the goddamn primary. This is what the person said.
Nah, they can't fuck with you on that. That's why I was trying to get y'all back into it. And it's just like the gift that keeps giving, yo. Like y'all been working this program for about 15 years now, yo. And
so I'll do it on your channel. You know I ain't going over there. You know I ain't going on that other channel.
Yeah, you don't got
no, they like college professors. I mean, I'm not trying to be funny or try to just overstate it. Y'all like college professors.
They give you the same course material.
So for those who are serious about Black American lineage, FBA lineage, or whatever you want to call it, go look at what your people wrote and the struggle of our people here. And then come back. You might find some shit that agrees with your argument. And then at least we can have an awesome conversation that these are the people from our lineage that are from here, and this is what they had to say about it. And then what? We gonna sit there and be like, oh, that's crazy. That guy is crazy. No, son, okay, that Black, okay. That sister said, and then there's sisters in there too. This shit is crazy. All the newspapers and this Red X got all the Black newspapers written everywhere. In every fucking state. Every Black newspaper ever written is in this shit. So how you want to do it? You want to know about your state? That's why I say start where you from, because it makes it simple. I'm from New York, so I really like the history of New York and the Dutch and the Black people and what they were doing. If you from Carolina or Baltimore, whatever state you from, you got a historical society in your city. Go find that shit. If you from Oklahoma, go to the Oklahoma. Go there. You can't go there. Go online. The shit is digitized. Whatever state you from, you want to know what Black people were doing? Go there. That's where the people go to write their books. The books that we buy and they get their sources from this. Go get it. Go look at it and bring it back to us, man. Show us some shit.
Let me say one thing on that, Rob. Ben Franklin had the newspaper too, and he spoke about the Negro Indians, and they got a lot of stuff in there about that too.
Oh man, we have a productive conversation. Now
I'm on the same
now we didn't
page.
backtrack.
I'm agreeing with Rob, right? That is primary sources. That's how you get your history. There's no arguing around that.
Man, no, we didn't went back in the toilet.
Rob.
No, you are saying something different than Rob.
Okay.
Hey, can you see this real quick? Do you see this,
what's
yo?
that? What
Bro,
is
do
that?
you see this?
Yeah, I can see it. What's
Listen,
that?
I'm talking to the Indian brother. Look, human variation and adaptation. You would come here to discredit the things that I'm saying. What you will see here, it says genetic markers don't correlate with phenotype on page 21. Explaining skin color, yo. So you ain't got to run out there and start howling and screaming about the cop of this and the cop of that, yo. You can kind of understand what the fuck he mean, yo. Because I'm thinking if a person look this way, that they must be that. That's not what it is at all, bro. That's not it. Right? And so when I'm, having fun, I'm saying, yo, you talking through your ignorance. I know it because I was ignorant on the subject. Right? Rob Bourne gave you a wealth of sources. You can really get to it if you want to. You might be embarrassed when you start to read the shit and you realize you was sounding crazy as shit, but we all been through it, bro.
Most of that I already read, bro, 30 years ago. I don't know what you're talking about.
This nigga capping.
You ain't read none of that shit, bro.
Read that.
All right, I'm done.
Hey,
Now you're lying. See, there's no good faith in that, yo.
Yeah.
You read about human adaptation 30 years ago?
I'm not talking about that. I'm talking about a lot of stuff Rob Bourne's putting up.
No, you ain't read
stuff like that.
You ain't read none of that shit.
You need somebody to guide you through it, yo. You're not responsible. I know you ain't read this, though.
And to keep it on what Uncle saying, it's the same thing. I came around here.
Who the little cat gun that keep
I was in my Black History bag. I like to do West African shit. I'm like, yo, why they talking this monkey shit, bro? Who's this Ankh, Amen, Roswell? Who is these niggas? What are they, Egyptian? They not following the African culture. What is this monkey shit y'all talking? That's how I met Ankh, huh? I'm like, yo, why you talking this monkey shit? He said, stop that New York shit. You talking too fast. Then I was like, wait a minute, bro. Who's this Ngozi nigga? E3. Well, what is this numbers this nigga talking? I had to be quiet. Like, you know what? Let me go read this shit, man. Because maybe it's they screaming this shit too loud. Then I'm like, I'm gonna debunk this shit. Then I would argue with them niggas all day, screaming at Wujawo, screaming at these niggas. And then I'm like, shit. You ain't getting out of this, my nigga. This is the truth, bro. All right, y'all got a point there. I was wrong. We all been through this shit, bro.
Y'all been through it.
Skin color come from the sun, right?
No. Skin color actually is protection from the harmful UVA and UV rays that come from the sun. It's protecting you because the sun trying to kill you, yo. It's radiation.
Right, but it was created, from the sun, right?
No, it's a reaction to the sun. It's a response.
Right, so the reaction was created.
Response. No, it's a response. It's part of evolution.
Right.
So those that had darker skin survived longer on the equator.
Right.
Those that had lighter skin didn't reproduce as much as people with darker skin near the equator, and then vice versa when you go to the other portion of it, right? Other portion. So if I was to go to page 121, look, I'm gonna show you. If I go to page 121, let me see if I can do that. 121. How do I get there? If I go to page 121, yo, it'll tell you why skin. It don't got nothing to do with what you think it got something to do with, yo. And I'm saying, if you don't read the material, yo, you just gonna be, people gonna say, yo, why is you so damn ignorant? You gonna say, what the hell is you talking about, man? And it's like, it's a backwards conversation at a certain point, yo. At a certain point, we howling and screaming at each other, yo. And then we gotta have a conversation in good faith, though, yo. You just can't be.
Yeah, and we all can't be masters of everything. I'm not a master of this shit yet. I'm not. So if you want to learn it, you sit down and you do the knowledge, bro. That's it, bro. I don't know what's the part. What happened to doing the knowledge to a subject and sticking to it?
I don't know, yo.
My friend is a geneticist. My friend is genetic. She's a black geneticist. She's originally from she's from Uganda, right? She's Ugandan and she's also Somali, right? And she is a geneticist. She lives in the United Kingdom. She's not from the United Kingdom. She was born in Uganda, but she is a geneticist right now. She has her PhD in genetics, and she works in a lab in the United Kingdom.
Well, that's the problem. Everybody try to be an expert. Rob on them do they do. They got enough on their damn hands, yo. Trust me, with all that they got, and then vice versa. I got enough on my hands right here, yo. But it's all coming together now, though, yo. Now it's just trying to bring
Stop
together,
trying to
yo.
debate Ankh on bias, and they gonna work now. It ain't gonna work.
Nah, he can't debate me. I ain't the one.
You
He
need
would
you
get
need more
you.
people. You need more people on bias. You need more people, bro. I don't know who you got. You need more people. You see, we didn't reform Lord Abba. Lord Abba's kind of reformed. He got a little stuff I don't like, but
Yeah, he where he need to be. He working on it.
he reformed now.
Mm-hmm.
He's
You know what's
reformed. He's
funny?
down with the
Niggas say
king.
we speaking in absolutes, yo. Science don't speak in absolutes, yo. That mean you absolutely wrong. Nobody speaks in absolutes, yo. So we speak in approximates, yo. So this map right here is approximates. It's talking about advantages and disadvantages depending on the environment of dark skin and light skin. It's right here. It's right here. It tell you that. Also shown are cultural alternatives that can make up for biological disadvantages. For example, examples of natural selection operating today in relation to skin color. Now we wear clothes. Now we got air condition. Now we got sunscreen. We have invented things to protect us from the sun. Okay? So it's simple. It's simply sunscreen. The whole melanin shit, the whole community learned it wrong and crazy, yo. And the crazy shit fit right into the whole wild aborigine shit. That's why I say, was they really elders? If they wasn't giving you this, yo, if they gave you the melanin shit and made it a superpower and didn't just say it's sunscreen, you know, they threw me off a panel the other day 3 weeks ago and I said it's sunscreen. They threw me off. Now, grant you, it is oversimplification, but to the very point, melanin's natural sunscreen is right here. What are the advantages? In the tropics. Human population starts in the tropics. We call it the temperate zone. Sunscreen. It screens out what? UV. Reduces what? Susceptibility to folic destruction and thus to NTDs, including spina bifidus. What is folic? Well, when your woman is pregnant, your wife or your woman is pregnant, right? It's a natal vitamin. Folic is a vitamin.
Folic acid.
Like produces folic acid. There you have it. And so your skin color, right, in the tropics need to be browner, right, to protect the folic acid, because if not, right, it will get destroyed. And if it gets destroyed, what? You will have NTDs. Okay? That means the population of people that's lighter, that have a lot of folic destruction, won't have as many babies that had the production. Remember, evolution doesn't occur in a person. It occurs in the population. So over time, the population is darker because they have more babies, because they have less neural tube destruction, man.
Is that explanation of why Europeans are dying off and stuff like that? Like, as far as
I think that no, they just got lower birth rates. They have lower birth rates, right? Because they're definitely in geographical areas, right? That's not advantageous. You get it? That's why you got everybody got to wear sunscreen. I ain't gonna lie to you, bro. So I don't want to just jump out and say why they have low birth rates. I'm sure there's a lot of factors to it, and we need to get into the data. All right. And so the last thing right here is skin cancer. That's the last thing. See, this reduces skin cancer. They used to think that's why we was talking about it, but no, you have skin cancer after the age of reproduction, yo. Right? Sweating, thermoregulation, and reduces disease susceptibility. Bet y'all didn't know that. You don't gotta make up shit. See? The disadvantages outside the tropic, it reduces UV absorption, increased susceptibility to rickets and osteoporosis. You need to eat food high in vitamin D and supplements. East Asian, Northern UK, Inuit with modern diet. So the Inuit people, which is the Eskimos, right? They still have they brown skin. Why? Because they eating foods and high in vitamin D's, yo.
Yep. Fish.
Right? Fish. Right there. So watch this. Light skin color. It's not a natural sunscreen. What's the advantages? Outside the tropic, admits you need it outside the tropic. Body, look, manufactures vitamin D and thus prevents rickets and osteoporosis. What are the disadvantages? Increased susceptibility to folic destruction and thus NTDs, including spina bifidus. Impaired spermogenesis. What they found out in lab rats, that sperm counts was low in those particular mammals that didn't have the protection. Increased susceptibility to sunburn and thus impaired sweating. And poor thermal regulation. That's how you regulate your temperature. Okay? Increased disease susceptibility, increased susceptibility to skin cancer. All right? So it's all there. Yeah, we don't got to make up shit here, but that's just a quick course, real quick, just to get us out the way, just to close the show out with some knowledge, man. Y'all got them powerful websites that Rawborn put up, right? I'm going to get into it, yo. But that's their job. That's what they do, yo. Right? We got to get familiar. I'm biased. I mean, you got to deal with the heavyweights, yo. Yeah, you can't even get past me. I'm biased. You got go with somebody who really like to talk about that. See, for me, give me the guys, right? That's ready. That's why I want to deal with the niggas that think they know what the hell they talking about. Because I'm gonna kill you right at the evolution part. I ain't running around. Rawborn gonna go all into the woodworks with you. He like he understands it to be an infestation, right? Y'all like roaches. He gonna go into the nooks and crannies. He gonna put the bait here, the bait there. He gonna move the refrigerator out the way. He gonna get up and he gonna shine that light into the cupboard. He gonna find where y'all hiding and kill y'all. I ain't doing all that. I'm blowing up the motherfucking house. Y'all can't even get to fucking America because you don't understand evolution and cultural and you don't understand that. So I'm gonna kill you right there. But Rawborn, he gonna kill all them talking points. Bop, 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 bop. Gonna have you looking real crazy, yo. So they definitely best fit to teach this right here. I'm gonna kill you at the Black Indian thing, and I'm gonna stay right there.
So that was, you said something about aboriginals and the skin thing. You were saying that we didn't know none of that.
No, y'all didn't have none. Y'all ain't know none of this shit. Ain't nobody know none of this information.
Like we was taught, like I was taught. Let's say that. Look at the animals and nature and all that
first
stuff.
thing, you're not even copper colored, bro.
Would you
the
stop
color,
cutting
have you
me
seen the
off like
copper?
smoke?
You know why you think you're copper colored? Because you looked at a dirty penny.
You can't cut that.
Hold on. I'm not trying to be funny. I'm not trying to be funny. I have to say this.
Cut them off,
have
bro.
a white belly, like a snake, a turtle, right? They all have white bellies, right? Your palms is lighter than where the sun exposed you, right? You get your rays, you get your melanin, your coloring from, right? To protect you, right? But where you're not exposed from the sun, right? Looking at the nature, you can see these things. You understand what I'm saying? Now you're getting science to back that up.
Nah, yo, you
right? But these are things that we look at.
You can't look and
we
say
observe.
arms is lighter. So no, that ain't stop it. No, you tripping.
So here's what it is to the other brother. Like, even when he's reading that, I didn't know that. I know some of it. Like, bro, we all learning science. Like, how was your pushback about your opinion on looking at nature versus something that is science?
What I'm saying is, you can come to the same conclusion.
No, you wouldn't. No, you wouldn't. You would not come to no saying the snake is two colors because its belly and the sun. No, yo.
But you know what I always thought was funny? When you talk about the home, when you talk about the baboons or all these people, right? And they talk about how they shed their skin.
Yeah.
And then it became dark, right? So basically, you say everybody with the original man is white, bro.
Nah,
after the fur came off, before the fur came off, niggas was white. Under that fur, them niggas is white.
That's what he just read. That's what he just read. You get darker
hold on,
from the sun.
Wait.
For
So
protection.
remember, yo, the fur. So I want to let you know that your hair, which is really a light cropping of fur, protects you from the UVA rays. Your hair. How do we know? Because they did a test, right? They took a dummy, okay, and they put the sensors on a dummy on his head, right, to see how the temperature was. They took another dummy and had hair on it, mannequin had hair on it, right, and they put the sensors there, and they turned on that daggone UVA light, right. What they found out is that the bald head heated up quicker, right, and the hair protected the daggone mannequin or dummy from the heat, bro. So we know they realized from that hair protected our early ancestors from the sun. So there was no need to be darker because their hair did the same thing. But when our ancestors lost their hair in the savannas, when they left the forests also protect you from the UVA rays, right? But when they left that protection, right, they say that Homo erectus was the first to lose the fur, right? So those that were darker under the fur reached the age of reproduction and had more valuable offspring than those that were lighter underneath the fur. So over time, the population, the naked apes, right? Over time, the population that was darker had more valuable offspring and the population shifted. So the light-skinned ones was out of there and the dark-skinned ones flourished and they had more babies. See, it's a classic example of evolution. That's why I read the spotted moth. I ain't gonna get into all that, but that's a classic example. If you want to know evolution, read Evolution and the Spotted Moth and industrial goddamn pollution, yo. Anyway, man, we done rocked out today, man. We got to get the hell up out of here, man. We got to get some sleep, man. Ain't nowhere in the world we're gonna keep going, man. Y'all know what we saying, man. Y'all get it.
What's good? What's happening?
Son don't get it over there.
All right, I'm out of here. Y'all support the channel.
Yeah, appreciate you, bro. Stop right there. It was all great.
No doubt.
We got the Rob Bourne.
Yeah, man. Stop out on bias, man. His little set he got growing over there.
Yeah, he don't want to step up. Hey, I'm biased. You know, that's your challenge right there, yo. Go get with Rob Bourne, yo. They ready for you, yo. Yeah.
You ain't getting this thing, you stop your little sect out over there. You trying to make a little
campaign.
Yeah. Yo, Rob Bourne, when you going live again, bro?
I don't know. I gotta think about it. I got some stuff I want to talk about. I have some shit I want to talk about. But yeah, man.
You're welcome right here, Rob Bourne. Anytime you want to get it, you can get it.
Yeah, I don't got no problem coming and build some shit, bro. Like that shit.
Appreciate you, yo.
Yeah.
Good work today.
I'm mad that this dude didn't come up here. This nigga ran.
They can smell death.
I'm gonna say this though. What I did like, or what I liked about this build, outside of the craziness, was that the mixture of history and science. I think it works together. It works well together when you can mix them in. So I think that those are some of the best builds when you can mix in the history with the science.
Yeah, they both work together. That's how that shit works. So it's like if somebody want to come and do DNA, I say arguments, trying to play games. I'm like, alright, son is on the pen, get them niggas real quick. You know what I'm saying? Let them have a couple of rounds and shoot off the DNA. Alright, you done? And then they gonna get tired of getting beat up on that. And then they gonna go to the history and I'm gonna beat them up. And they gonna go back. Oh, what about the African? Yo, son, go get some niggas. And then beat them up over there. And then you just can't get out of this. There's no wings. We have no wings.
Hey, that's a good plan for you. For real. But it was a pleasure talking to y'all, man. I'm about to get up out of here.
Yeah. Same here, man. Salute to y'all, man. Appreciate the build. You know what I'm saying? I like I said, I gotta apologize again, man. I can't take it, man, when it comes to them crazies. But man, once again, appreciate what y'all keep doing. Salute to the pseudo killers. Shout out to the brothers, Each One Teach One, aka New Black Knowledge as well. You know what I mean? Everybody else in the chat who ain't on the pseudo garbage.
Amen. And with that, I'm your host, Bobby Banger, and we out.